Oz and Wonderland deck. What do we need to know as a collective today? What a weird day it is. Weird day. What do we need to know as the collective today? Wow, there's a big loss, something happening where there should have been access to something, and there's a dimming of this. 5 of Cups, Hierophant. 8 of Cups, somebody needs to walk away. There's something that seemed like it is a loss. A loss, and somebody thought they had access to something and they have to walk away. Look at the difference in the color from here, the vibrant color of here, and usually this is the guy with the red cloak walking away from the 8 Cups. What else is going on? Yeah, there's a dimming of something. There's a dimming of the color that's going to be going on. So what felt like vibrant and maybe a little bit of optimistic or something felt energized. Now there's a different kind of shift going on. Shift in the energy. Perhaps a return to something that needs to be understood a little better. Let's fan these. There's a different kind of a choice being made. There's indecision. There's a holding. And there's a little bit of truce going on coming forward. And here we have the Ace of Pentacles. A brand new reward, optimal reward coming in. Optimal earthy reward, a little bit more groundedness. For the Queen of Wands. This is the one that actually is the one that has the territory. I love how vibrant this is. There is a return to that. It's going to take a little bit of a time. It feels like we go through something that feels like this card looks. It feels as we're going to go through something. It's what it feels like. It feels like the vibrancy that should be there isn't going to be there for a little bit. There's some that's been vibrant. Now it's kind of like flattened. And then it's going to be returning. And the territory is going to shift a little bit. That's what I've got going on. Be confident in your own strength. Be confident in your own power. What you need to let go of and move away from because it's not fulfilling, move away from that which isn't fulfilling. It doesn't serve you anyway. Move away from it. Own what it is that you're confident in and do that to the full on, really bright and shiny. Do that. Don't settle for bullshit. Don't take second best. This is like definitely the time for you to allow yourself to shine in a huge, huge way. There is a new start coming, but you have to make that choice. Anything else? What else do we need to know for the collective as we're doing our daily grind? Be a little bit thrifty. This is guard your pennies. Know what you have. Be a little bit thrifty. Usually this is the one that I'm saying don't be greedy, don't be greedy, don't be greedy. But this one is be prepared. Be a little bit thrifty in the next coming time. It doesn't mean out of the space of lack, but just prepared. It helps you be able to shine a little bit more. On the other side of this, these are gorgeous cards. Love it! I love it. Of course, why wouldn't I? It's metamorphosis. That's what we're undergoing. It's like the cocoon is starting to crack. We're able to breathe a little bit more freely. Things are starting to happen. The transformation is underway. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. You guys know the butterfly metaphors. You've heard me talk about them for like 3 years. You know I love the butterflies. Holy shitballs, that's great. That is fantastic today. That is way fantastic to see. Yeah, coming into our power in a way that's a little bit different. Being able to finally fly after feeling a little bit drab, feeling a little restrained, contained. There's a preparation going on. There's a preparation underway where we can reclaim our mojo and our confidence and move forward. That's what I've got. Love it. Holy cow. Metamorphosis is happening. And this is like transparency coming through on something too. Really being able to see through the glass in a way that's a little bit different. Way different. All right, that's what I got. Love it.
All right.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And this is the Journey to Oz and Wonderland. Thank you, Kim. Gorgeous, gorgeous deck. Here's the gorgeous, gorgeous. And then there's some of the back. Absolutely love this. Very vibrant. And it will tell a story in a little bit of a different way. It does have a little bit of an oracle vibe sometimes. You can read it straight tarot, but also the imagery is like so vibrant like you saw. And so even when we see the sepia tone cards or the sepia tone cards, yes, I would recommend this. It's great. All right.
All right. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the follows for Ange. And Sabrina's here.
Hey, Sabrina. Hey, honey.
Long time no see, Sabrina.
I see sometimes on Facebook what you're cooking. It's like, she's got to come over to my house and make me dinner sometimes. That's good shit. Man, that looks really good when you cook it. Like, all right. So,
And
yeah.
Sabrina put, I love the box it came in, like a keepsake.
Yeah. Gorgeous, huh? So, very, very gorgeous.
Okay, Ange, our
Okay.
list is still clear. I don't know what you want to do, Ange.
Well, let's come back later. We'll go do lunch.
Come back later?
I don't know.
We could come back later.
Somebody's
Tonight
got a
is
question.
Raw on Netflix, man.
We've got wrestling to watch, guys. We've got wrestling to watch.
Yeah, Raw on Netflix.
Yeah.
Sabrina put, it's been a while, Phil. I've seen Angie, though.
Oh, good,
Yes.
good.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good.
If you've got questions, ask a question. If not, we'll go grab lunch and see what
Ask a
else we
question. If you have a question, ask.
Yeah,
Fire
ask a
away.
question.
She's
Fire
putting it
away.
out there.
I'm here. I'm
It's
doing
her
nothing.
gig
And he's here. He'll read the phone to me on occasion and maybe get the question.
on occasion.
If you feel like it, since I can't read my own screen right now. Folks. So, yeah.
Lady Karma, aloha from Hawaii.
Aloha. Good to see you. My sister went there just, a couple months ago. The niece that I had, she was over in Hawaii a few months ago. I think they went around Thanksgiving time. So, yeah. A little bit before Thanksgiving is when they went.
And Kim is asking Wednesday, next show?
Wednesday next show, yes. Wednesday is the next show.
So,
I think for sure, but I don't know what we're doing today. Today's just kind of a weird
yeah.
day.
Sabrina, is this what 41 feels like? LOL. Woke up with body aches.
Enjoy.
All right, Leah. Or Leah, either way,
way.
sorry. Will Phil be reaching out soon?
Will Phil be reaching out soon? For Leah, will Phil be reaching out soon? I would take this as a yes. You're getting the lovers coming up through here. I'm going to try and, well, they're pretty covered. The lovers, the Hierophant, and the Eight of Coins. I would take it as yes. Hard at work, but new access to something. And yeah, a divine choice. Yes. I would take that as a yes. Absolutely. Just, yes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Two very, very positive, powerful, straight yes from the majors. And somebody that does something second nature, hard at work, you bet.
Okie doke, Ange.
That's what I got. I take that as a yes. And this is the Secret Mirror Tarot. So, yeah.
Okie doke,
It's a good
Ange.
one. All right.
All right, she said, thank you. It's been months.
Yeah. I think you will. There may be some reevaluation going on. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles popping up. And the Page of Swords. Yeah. Reevaluation of something that's happening, going on. Seen and witnessed enough of something. Sees a lady that has value. Sees the lady with the coin. Yeah. I think there's something that's been really reevaluated. Well thought out. And I think it's going to be happening. And I think it'll happen before February. Soon is a relative term, but I think it's happening before February. Maybe third week of January. That's what I'm getting.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with Lady Karma, and then we will go with Krista.
Okay.
Lady Karma, am I to see Rix? Hope I said that right. Anytime soon.
We are going to the Pope Tarot on this. Lady Karma, are you going to see Rix anytime soon? Let's take a look. Wow, Justice is coming in big and strong. Powerful Justice. You'll see him, but I think you got to be cautious of this one. There could be a con going on. And this one, hold the card gently so they can see what's going on. Basically, it shows this guy painting a picture of, like, the woman in the art studio setup. But he's really not painting her at all. There's a con going on. So you got to be careful. He's hard at work doing something, but it might not be exactly what he says he's doing. Then the Nine of Pentacles. The independent woman is the one with the power in this. The answer is justice. The scales will balance. I would say probably yes. But I'd be careful. And maybe when you see him again, really, really see him. Take another look. Look more closely at what you're looking. Slap those rose-colored glasses to the next century, because you don't need those about this person. You need to actually see them for who they are, what they are. Anything else? Yeah, this one's not done. Yeah, you're going to be surprised at what you see. The stinky fish tea is coming through. There's something more substantial than what you saw before, and it doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to like or love what you see about this person. That's what I got for you. Good luck. This is the Pope Tarot. It's a really good one, but it's a little bit of a teeth kicker. It's in the box of teeth kickers, like literally teeth kickers. Can they see that?
Yes, there it says it right on the
Right there. Teeth kickers. These ones are no joke. And the Good Karma ones that are so cute in here, actual fucking teeth kickers. Then we've got the Apocalypsis ones, and then we've got also the Deviant Moon ones. So yeah, they are definitely not going to put it pretty. They're going to put it truth. Like, they're all going to put it truth. But they're not going to be very gently about it. Even if it says good karma, it's not always gentle about it.
Yep. If you've never been with us before, this is
Some of the
Angie's
collection, some of the
card
collection,
collection. Goes
more of the
all the way
collection.
around.
So yeah, I love me some tarot. And I love reading the cards, guys. I love it, love it, love it. I always record the show so you can see whatever's going on YouTube a little later. And you can go back and look at your read down the track and all that. But
Lady Karma said thank you.
you're welcome.
Jade is asking which cards are your favorite. We always...
Dark Mansion is one of my favorites, which I knocked over, but this is some of them. Let me see.
Here, Rich.
They're like these. Yeah. I accidentally spilled these earlier, but like, look at their death. It's even cute. I mean, look. The Nine of Cups is great. The Sun card is great. I like every card in this deck is fabulous. This is one of my all-time favorites. And it's from Taroteca Studios. You can see the back. I got 2 of these like this, and then I got 2 of the little minis. So I had to differentiate. And some of them have different kinds of backs, but those ones, that's how it had to go. They take a while to get to you. So, but they are fabulous, fabulous cards. I mean, fabulous. So, yeah, that is probably one of my all-time favorite. I mean, look at these guys. It looks like they're planning a heist. They're doing great. Magician's in the house here. And then look at this 4 of Pentacles, the one that holds on too tight, kind of very miserly. Yeah. I mean, fun. I love this deck. Dark Mansion is one of my all-time favorites. So, yeah. Today, that is a fave. For just the whimsical and fabulousness, very kind of Tim Burton-y flavor. I have other favorites, like these ones I've labeled the Old Friends, because they're oldies but goodies. And that's the Hanson Roberts, the Robin Wood, the Sacred Rose, and then the Cosmic. But, yeah. But this I have loved consistently for quite some time. So you guys have seen this on the show a lot. But, yeah. I love this deck. So, yeah. That's why I have 4 copies of the thing. But, yeah. So, but that's the one that was like, it was right here. And I had to pee before the show. And I go walking by and all over the floor. It's like, ah! So, yeah. But, yeah.
All right.
So that's one of the favorites. This one is a cute one. It's one my sister sent me, and it's the Peanuts Charlie Brown Snoopy deck. And it's favorite just because I like the Charlie Brown. Is it necessarily the favorite of the tarots? No, but it's like one of my favorites to just have. Because it's just so darn cute. I mean, come on. So cute. How can you not love it? But I have a lot of favorites. So just one favorite is too hard to ask. So, and then as I get to know new ones and get new favorites coming along, yeah. Or for different purposes, yeah.
Sabrina asked only 4?
Oh, no, well, yeah. Like, really, I could, yeah. I almost went for another one of those, and it's like, you don't need that many. You don't need that many of the same deck. But I love that deck. I love it, love it, love it.
Yes, the list is open. We have one on the list.
So, yeah.
So Jay put, it's cute, favors Rider-Waite deck.
Yeah. It definitely favors the Rider-Waite deck. There's no book that comes with it. It's from Taroteca Studios out of Poland. We waited forever and 15 years to get that. And then Phil got one off of eBay. And then the one we ordered from Poland finally came. And I was like, ah! So, but, you know, maybe good.
So Sabrina put, it's your fave, LOL, and only 4.
Yeah. Well, I do have 4. Like, I have 3 of this one. This is Phil's fave, and it's one of my faves. It's The Witches by Dugan. And, oh, it's got a little nudie tootie on that star, so we'll be careful of that one. But I've got 3 of these and then a mini. And minis don't work so well with my crazy fingernails. But Phil loved this one, and he kept asking, which one is that? Which one is that? And over time, I've just somehow accumulated. Like, this looks like one of my nephews. So it's very interesting to me to see how they've illustrated it and then see things that are like, oh, hey, what do you know?
Let me see one, Andrew.
This one looks like Jonah to me.
Yeah, it does look like
young Jonah. He's old and he's not old. He's older, married, and now has his own kids growing up. He's got like a 6-year-old boy. So he's like, yeah. But that one reminds me of him when he was younger. So.
All right, yes, there is what we're doing now. We have Krista coming up, $20 Blind Oracle, the $30 Year Ahead.
Okay.
The 1-question tarot reads, mini and full. The Bones, Crystal Ball, or Past Life, those are the specialty reads. Those probably take 15 to 20 minutes. And there are the apps we use.
Uh-huh. There we go.
So Sabrina put, I need the mini of Beyond Lemuria. I didn't know they had one until you had it. The original is big.
Okay, the original is big, and it's got the better guidebook. But the mini of the Beyond Lemuria, on the backs of it, they have like a miniature version of what's in the book. So that's these ones. Yeah. That's this. This is one of my favorite oracles. Really, really cool art. Super cool art. And then you can kind of see some of how the backs are. You can see. And whenever I'm in my cards or my guidebooks, I don't have a problem writing on my tools. You can tell. They're mine. They're mine. So I read on them. But yeah, really cool art.
Okay, we have Krista, then we have Kelly.
Okay, so Krista is getting what kind of reading?
Krista is a blind and a pinch.
A blind and a pinch. Oh, okay.
Sabrina, if I get the mini, I'm going to frame my large ones.
Yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they? Okay, let's go to here. Ooh, okay. I didn't expect to be in there. Yeah. Okay, all right.
And if you're new to us also, we do record the whole show and upload it to Angie's YouTube channel after the show ends.
Okay, we'll get the pinch later. We're going to the Pasteloween, which is kind of like a hybrid Lenormand Oracle. So it's not Lenormand, straight Lenormand, and it's not straight Oracle, but we're going to start there. And then this, I think, is the Wild Things. I think that's what that's one called. That's the ones we're going to. I'm surprised, but that's where we're going to, so it's where we're going. Phantom Veil, Ancient Bonds. There's something that you think you're limited and blocked and not seeing. These are reading very Oracle. I don't know what's below them. I'll have Phil show you in a minute, but I'm going to be in the cards for a moment. The Phantom Veil, there's something you're not seeing. There's something, it's like sheer curtains. It is very much. You can see more clearly once the sheer curtains are moved out of the way, but you can see through kind of good. You're getting an idea of what's going on. The Ancient Bonds, there is a Phantom Veil. That sheerness needs to be there. It is transparent enough that you can see through it, but it's not crystal clear yet. The Ancient Bonds are coming through stronger and stronger. This is whispers of old bones coming through in simple steps. You're going very, very slowly into something that is past, something that is beyond. What is that about? Gogs is in the house. She's going very slowly into the old ways. That's what I'm getting. He's having somebody that's a young child follow him walking towards his campfire right now. Gogs is one of my guys, very, very old, crusty old codger guy. And there's a young boy following him, walking towards. He's always doing things with the fire a lot these days. But the young boy is a new one. This feels like he's trying to show, yes, this is old guys. You're being shown old ways, like he's teaching the young child. This is coming through. Teacher of the young child, Gogs is coming through. Teacher of the young child, you being that young child. You're going to have somebody that's ancestral, spirit guide type energy coming through the veil, trying to teach you, give you basic structures, foundations, basic understanding, how to trust yourself and know what's going on a little bit more. Mystic Wings and Soulful Stories, these are old. Whew, you're opening the records. Don't doubt whatever would come through. Of course, look at this. We've got pretty much a Gogs Nell connection going on here. Nell is the one that's very, very fairy sprite. Gogs is the one that the crystal skull brought Gogs in. But this is very, very strong connection. The Mystic Wings coming through and going into the Akashic. I think you're going to be able to understand what's going on in the Akashic, and it almost, yes. Give yourself the version of the library, long-hauled library. Don't worry if you're exactly in where it looks like for now. Just give yourself the room of the library. Walk past the third table on the left. Keep going down there. It's through those stacks. You're passing 3 tables on the left. Go into the left. Walk yourself through it. Walk yourself like you would walk through a common library. High school library, whatever. College library. Walk yourself through like that. Scan the shelves. Look for whatever. Popping on the binding. I'm seeing this book and like the lettering is popping out. So if you get that, grab it, open it, start seeing in your imagination, your spirit guides, whatever you want to call it. Let your imagination walk you through to this place, and then let the spirit guides take you through the rest. You're going to see something that's in that book as a past life. It's really crazy. Let's see what's going on through here. Wow, that's really wild.
Like the Trinity Library?
I don't know what the Trinity Library looks like. Library. Place with many books, you know. You're going to be walking the Akashic. If the Trinity Library is where your jam is, yeah. Okay, what we got here? Ancient Tome, old message, turtle slow, take your time. When you walk through that library, when you're going through it, this is a walk that you take here. It's not the walk you take with your legs, but you're going to go through it and your senses are going to be sharpened. Take your time going through it. Ancient message, old message, coming through. What else do we got? Simple steps, very slow. Okay, you're jumping across the bridge. It's where that phantom veil is. You're able to jump across the bridge. This is coming through representative of you. Also, this is what you're jumping above and beyond. It's like you're going beyond the brambles of what we live in, what we're dealing with, jumping across, crossing over into what's beyond that veil in the Akash. That's what's going on. This says reverie, and I'm getting river, 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 river. And that can be just my bifocals or whatever, but I'm taking it as what I'm taking it. You're jumping over it. Yeah, bridging it. Anything else? Jumping over the rainbow bridge, some people call that. Now, some people think the rainbow bridge is what is the bridge between life and death and all of that. It's also, if you go biblically, from like Noah to the land to whatever, but you're able to jump, you're able to make the leap. That's what I'm getting. That's what's coming through. You're able to go above the thorns, beyond the thorns, and go into something a little bit differently. Ancient, very ancient. Take your time in doing this. You're ready. That's what I've got. That feels very complete. Yeah, love it, love it. Didn't know these would be such whoppers, but they are. So, okay. Yeah, that's what I got for you.
Wow.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay, that's exactly what Krista put. Wow.
Yeah. That's like surprise, surprise. Okay. And this is the Pasteloween Oracle cards. And I have no idea what any of them said in particular because they went straight in. So the message, if it was important, I'll read the message, but or read bits of the message. It wasn't important to read it in that way. It was more important to get the message through there.
The Akashic Records.
Yeah, the Akashic Records, you're going to be accessing in a way that is as simple as turning pages in a book is now. You're getting better and better. But take your time with the page. The tortoise was telling me, take your time, moving slow. Get all of your senses engaged. So if you think about walking through a library and the noises that you hear or you don't hear, sometimes you'll hear people turning pages or people drumming a pen. You'll hear whispered voices. You'll hear those kinds of things. Be aware that's going to be bringing this on. Be aware of what you're smelling too. Be aware where you're understanding the references and the leather bounds and the smell of the paper and all that shit. Be aware of all the senses. Okay.
All right. Pinch.
Mm-hmm. Pinch. Let's see what your pinch has to say. That's a lot. Holy moly. Okay. What do we got going on? That took us to the enchanted map the other day. You're still going to have to journey and travel. What's going on with this? There's a woman on the journey that's really on the path. You can't see it, but what it looks like is there's a woman that's walking towards the horizon line. This is important. I'm seeing her back, walking that new direction. But I'm seeing her back. So this is something very interesting going on. There's an attachment going on. There's something that's held together loosely, so to speak, clipped together loosely. It doesn't feel like this bond is forged, hardcore. No, it feels like it's loosely held, and it should be. It's like you can get in and out of something, just like if a paper clip, just pinch or unpinch, right? Very easy on this one. This is a clothespin. Very, very old. This is definitely comes through as female wanting to talk, wanting to move forward. We've got Christmas time mentioned over here. I don't know if you can see that. I'll flip it the other way. But that's the Christmas tree as plain as day. And the butterfly, the transformation has happened. This is referencing past. This is something you've probably gotten going already. A flip of the planet, a flip of the stars. This is the retrograde. This is all the Pluto talk, blah, blah, blah going on. And this change of direction going forward. Purple coming in again. Purple, we've got third eye and crown going on. This is opening up. Why do we have scales and tails coming in through here? We've got the fish bones and the fish tail. Scales and tails. What are these? This is a connection to the fish wives and old wives' tales, old wives' healing remedies, old wives' wisdom, spider wisdom. Yeah. Like when you put the spider webs on the wounds. Yes. This is coming through right here. This is coming through in March. What we got here, March? It's a delay on April with the umbrella here. This is coming through in March. Hang on. So this comes in December, January. This is March right here. So I don't know what this is. This has got to be subconscious, conscious. So if this is the January and this is March, this is coming in January, heading towards February, March, going this way. But this is where you're addressing all of this ancient wisdom coming in.
She's asking ancient healing?
Yeah. Like you would be learning and just having out of the clear blue. I had the spider come through on one of the cards once, and it was like something about putting cobwebs in a wound or something to staunch the bleeding. I've never done that in my damn life. I don't know any of this shit, but that's what came through, and apparently that's what people used to do. You're going to have some of your ancient healer capacities trying to come on board. This is an art form that you know. This is a skill set that you have. You've had it for a long time, and yeah, it's going to be something that comes in. Honor your instincts. So, when they say, oh, rub some dirt on that or stick some clay on that bee sting or whatever. Kind of old wise woman, old fishwife stuff. Yeah. Remedy. The word remedy is coming through. So whatever this is about, I don't know if it's essential oils or just huge botanical herb knowledge. But yeah, that's what I've got. That's coming in big for you. Then here we have this heart coming through with the infinity running round and round and round and round. This is a role you've had, a role you've played in almost every lifetime that you've been in. Very interesting.
I am the healer amongst my friends.
Yeah. You are very, very well educated, well grounded in your knowledge, and it feels like you've played this role lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. There's something that's coming in. There's going to be more reward in doing something this way. And this feels like monetary reward. This is something huge. I'm getting the Hippocratic Oath, healer first do no harm, something like that is what's coming through. This coin is taking me to Greeks and that kind of thing. There's something in that people have in medicine, blah, blah, blah. That definitely is a field. The healing field is where you should be in. You might do it differently than what we see today, but yeah, that's what's going on. There's something that's new starting for you and a change. We've got the rabbit coming through, big time here. This is Peter Rabbit coming through, McGregor's Garden. What are we doing? Old Beatrix Potter fairy tale. Not everybody would know now, but a lot of us would know. Going in the garden and raiding the garden. Very much, I would say, figure out what it is you want to grow. Whether you're growing oregano or mint or basil or whatever. Figure out what it is you want to grow. There's something about the herbs coming in for the herbalist and raiding the garden, going to the garden. Starting to develop your own botanicals is something that you might do. You might find yourself collecting herbals like I collect cards, right? You might find yourself doing this. And then there's a change going on. You've got the dragonfly coming in. And it's coming in beautifully, beautifully. Phil was showing me something the other day, and it was all these dragonflies coming at once, like a swarm of dragonflies. It was overwhelming, too much, overwhelming change. And I would have freaked out if I was a kid seeing thousands or hundreds of dragonflies coming at me. This is a big change, but it's coming one at a time. You're not going to be swarmed by it. It's not going to be overwhelming. There's something that's a big change. That's a new start going on, and you need to raid your garden or grow your garden a little differently. Start doing the botanicals. There's a book that a lot of people are showing that is available through TikTok. I'm sure you can get it through other sources. But it looks like medicine jars, and that's what's coming to my mind. It's come to my mind 3 times now in this charm reading for you. So that's definitely something that you should be exploring and something that you are very confident in. And then you're speaking something. This is the bird here. This is subconsciously. It wants to come up and be expressed. It wants to be spoken. This is parroted stuff. This is something that you are speaking that you've known before that needs to be spoken again.
I've seen it.
Yeah, that's complete. That's gorgeous. I love that for you. Absolutely gorgeous. That's what you got. So love it. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful.
Tiki, but many people are turning to naturopaths.
Naturopaths, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that would definitely that feels like something you would be so comfortable in doing, something you would be good in doing. The naturopathic path. Yeah. That would definitely be a good one.
But thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. All right. I think that's pretty good.
Kiki did ask, will Angie do reads for people that aren't here, like for my husband or my child?
Yeah, I can do a read for that. So, yeah.
And Kim was concerned about without their consent.
If I get a reason not to, I'll let you know. If I get a reason that it's okay, consent is important, yes. With your husband or your child, this is family readings. This is important. If it's important to know, is like you can ask the question that's more phrased towards you. How can you help your child? How can you assist this or that? Those kinds of things. People ask those kinds of questions all the time. I can give you as much insight as the universe will want you to have right now. there's sometimes when I do get no. Sometimes when I get, even as nosy as I like to be, it's like, nope, that's where it stops. So I can ask, we can see what happens. If it says, okay, hold the phone here, hold the nosiness here, that's where I'll hold it. But it's better to ask them direct. But if you have a question about like how you can help your kid or how you can work better with your husband, people ask those kinds of questions all the
She
time.
said they both love Angie, but are always at work when she's on.
Gotcha. Yeah, we can do something like that, whatever. So I don't, if I get the feeling no, then I'm not going to do it. But I'm getting green light, so okay. Honey, will you get me some water?
Sure.
I'm like looking for a bottle of water down here and coming up. No water. Thank you so much. But yeah, no, I did a read for my mom once, and she didn't ask me to do the read. She didn't even tell me she needed the read, but I was feeling like I needed to. So I followed the nudge, did the reading, called her, told her what I got, and it was super helpful to her. So she wasn't knowing, but what I got at the cards that was helpful information for her, and I relayed the message, it was super helpful at the time. So you just want to be aware and always have the highest good as the intention on that. I know that probably sounds hippie trippy, whatever, but whatever.
Okay, our list is still open. We have Kelly coming up next. $20 blind oracle, the $30 year ahead, the one question tarots, the specialty reads, and those are the apps.
Those are the apps. That's what we're doing.
So Kelly would like a year ahead.
Yes. Okay. We're going into the Druidcraft deck for Kelly for the year ahead. Now this one, honey, be careful on the cards. I think I went through and Sharpied all of these, but I don't know if I've got them all Sharpied. Year ahead for Kelly. Wow. Okay. This is a year where there's ambitious work to be done. This is new starts, work, family, career, that kind of thing. Having the inspiration, ready to go. A lot of potency and power to go. And then the Eight of Pentacles, really making it happen. Being prolific over and over. Producing. Working really hard. Whatever this new project is that you want to take, it's a challenge and you're ready to handle it and ready to come through very, very strong. And put these to the sides, move this over here, and get all of these going forward through the year. Then if we clarify, we'll go back and clarify with this one. Wow. Yeah, it is like you're pouring your heart, your soul, your everything into the work that you're doing, creating something beautiful over time. This is one that I used to call it's sometimes people call it the apprentice card, but it's mastery and apprenticeship. It's the med student that goes to the hospital after doing all the studies, he gets the internship and begins to practice. So he's done with his book work. Now he's in the hospital putting it into practice. This is what's going on. Moving beyond just the knowledge here to the knowledge, the experiential knowledge is what's coming through.
Just started a new job today.
Yeah. This is, work your ass off at it. Find every reason to love it, because there's always pros and cons of any job. Find every reason to love it and keep doing it. The repetition in some jobs gets a little old and tedious. Don't let that get in your way. This is huge for you. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now let's see what else is coming in. Six of Swords, leaving the rough waters for smooth. This is a good opportunity for you going forward. You're leaving the rough waters for smooth. Something feels like really hard to let go of in February. Some kind of betrayal, loss that you're going to remember, and it's hard to let go of. It needs to be let go of. What else do we have on that? Because that's tough. If you're leaving a difficult situation, harsh relationship, harsh situation, toxic job situation, you're getting towards the peace, but you might still be feeling the sting from something that's old, the old situation. And the Ten of Cups is coming through in March. This is the happy ever after +1. So you're going to feel it this next little bit of time, January through February. You're still feeling a little bit, the winds of change are difficult. Not impossible. Manageable for sure, but difficult. Eight of Cups, yeah, you've chosen to walk away from something that is not fulfilling. You're walking towards something that is much greater for you. It's not like those cups are spilled over. They just aren't rewarding. So you've walked away from something. You're walking towards something that is more rewarding. You're walking away from the old job into something that's new. This is something you need to be really, really aware of. What brings you fulfillment? Three of Pentacles. There is somebody that's benefactor in this job. There is reason to be there. This is a person with the skill set And then usually you see the priest and the rich person that are paying for the stained glass window, but the two other people, the teamwork that's coming along. You want more teamwork going on, and it's something you have power to create. It almost feels like leaving sometimes the mean girl situation in the past, where there has been a mean girl or office politics that are coming a little bit snipe and gripe, that kind of thing. Feels like leaving that kind of energy in the past, where there's, some people call them pissing contests, whatever it is. That kind of energy needs to be left into the past. And it feels like the teamwork energy is what you're really wanting, what you're going towards. This is January, February, March. 10 of Cups looking gorgeous. This is beyond the happy ever after. This is where happiness in the home again. Happiness in the simple things. Like your own home space is going to feel more comfortable. You will have established a little bit more routine going forward. 5 of Pentacles here. There's feeling like a little bit of poverty and lack. And this is one where people will feel like the poor little match girl. I want to investigate this, because it feels like the shift that you have made is good. So why are you feeling like there's so much ruin or so much hardship? I don't know if you've taken a pay cut or readjusted to something, but you're getting access to something greater here. It feels very yo-yo. What's up with that? Hold your boundaries. Stand your ground about what it is. You do have the higher ground. You do have the reason to hold the boundaries about what it is. You're cultivating, carving out, bringing a clearer understanding of what it is that works for you, what it is that you need to have. This is huge, what's going on for you. So you're going to sharpen things too. You're going to be sharpening whatever it is you need to have handled. Owning what it is that's important. You might have to switch your schedule, switch what's going on to some degree coming up. But you got January, February, March. This is April. This is May. May is the High Priest. This is the Pope card, the bouncer at the club that says, come on in. You belong here. You're welcome here. This is a card of promotion in May. So it feels like you're gonna be at the new job, but there's gonna be a little bit of drawbacks and tedium that you're gonna have to figure out what makes it worth it for you. What is it that you actually need to get out of when you trade time for dollars, regardless of who you're doing it for or who you're doing it with. What makes it worth it for you? There's other things that are not just the dollar amounts that you have to consider. Now in June, we're getting Cernunnos, the Horned God. This is the one that, the Devil card. Something where you're feeling stuck. This is a tricky one. You're feeling stuck, like you've spent a lot of energy, you've worked really hard, you've done a lot of things, but keep devoting yourself to the work moving forward. Don't let what feels tedious get the better of you. Don't let what feels boring sometimes lull you into making a decision that, oh, the grass is greener, because there's a victory coming. Like, yeah, you're going to feel stuck, and then here comes the victory. Very up, down, but you're making progress. Your job is like a roller coaster this year. It's very fun, and then it feels down. It's like, oh, and here we go. And up, down, how you feel about this. This is going to be how it is this year. It's the nature of the year, and it's the nature of your soul path, more than just the nature of the work that you're doing. So keep up the work. There's June, July, the 6 of Wands. This is victory. This is being held above. Somebody sees this. They recognize the hero on the parade. This is what's coming in. And August. August was interesting. We had 3 come out that came out right away. Ace of Wands. That's the same as this. When we see duplicates in tarot, when I'm reading duplicate decks, I do it on purpose. So it's like the universe saying, hello, yes, the new start is important. The new start is huge important. Take your power back. This is really grabbing the wand, being able to move something forward in a huge and energized way. The time has come. New opportunity, new gift, all of that coming forward. Hopes and dreams coming ever closer. King of Pentacles, yeah. There's more loyalty coming in here. This is the dream and what you want to go for. And this is the one that says, show me your plan and I'll back your play. There's more support coming in. This feels like somebody literal. The cards that are the court cards in tarot can often represent literal people crossing your path. You have the benefactor over here, and it feels like it's getting stronger over here. Really being seen. What you're doing, what you're putting your effort into feels like it is actually seen. And perhaps in the past you've done this or had jobs where you put in a lot of extra effort and it's not seen. It feels like in this particular case it is. Anything else on that? No. That's August, September. Ace of Swords. That's the damn truth coming through. Something new being offered here. Now this comes through almost like Lady of the Lake offering this sort of truth up. This is huge for you. We have rebirth here. This is the Judgment card. This is like resurrection of something. Second chance in this one too. Second chance in star card, second chance in rebirth card. This is what you dream for, and this is honoring the call of your heart, honoring your higher self, being true to yourself, and people really seeing this is what you need to do. Then you have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands coming, and this is October, November, December. What's going on with this? This is the one that knows the truth, doesn't take any shit or any guff at all. She makes the cuts as needed. And then the Queen of Wands, super territorial, in her power, in her mojo, very, very strong. Feels like you're going to be in this job. It feels like you're going to be elevated in this job. You're going to get the promotion that needs to come for you. There's going to be something about the promotion or about the job that once you get it, you're going to get more of the grind, more of the feels like a little bit stuck in 6 months. And what else I'm getting is like you're the right person for this job. There's something about how it suits and serves you that will be a good thing. Don't take it as commonplace. Don't take what's trivial or tedious as just commonplace. There's benefits to this that suit your soul's path down the track, here and here again. There's something that comes in abundance here. Anything else she needs to know regarding November, December next year? I think you're going to be in a much better position. Financially, much better position. You're not going to feel it here. Like May is going to feel like, why am I doing this shit? The Lovers come in big time. Part of the soul path, soul contracts, and unions. The choice of how you honor your own purpose sometimes is in conflict or in competition with the choice of how you honor relationships, but it's part of the soul path and the blueprint. It's the contract. And then the wheel. It's your own fortune that you're drawing around you. You have more control over this than you realize at this time. You're defining the boundaries, setting the wheel of fortune, setting the fates to work. Here you had the boundaries card. Here you're literally drawing a boundary, a new fate line.
My old job doctors want me to come back, getting rid of the mean girls to do so.
Oh, wow. That's a toughie. Wow. Yeah. All right. Two of Cups. Perfect partnering coming up for you. Now, this is coming up in November, December, but it's also something reminiscent. There's something going on here where the benefit is there, and it needs to be the equal offering, and that's going to be what's coming up in the future. Interesting. Yeah, keep doing the work. Follow your highest good. Follow what your own highest self says on this. This is what we're seeing on the job front. Keep doing the work. This offer that's here for you for whatever the new start or new beginning is here, that repeats here, it's big. It's very, very strong. It's going to be a little bit difficult here. This was the leaving the rough waters in January. Leaving the difficulty. Leaving the tough shit behind. The difficulties. And that's a lot of them. This is a card that generally says move on. So you'll know whether you want to be in that old doctor's office or if you want to be in somebody else's office and having a better fit. You'll know. March, you should be very happy by. Anything else you need to know overall for the whole year for the center here? Yeah, okay. There's a momentary pause. This is the Hanged one. This is the one that needs to see from a different viewpoint. There's a willing sacrifice that needs to be made. And you see it from a completely different perspective. Then you get down from there. It's like the pause. It's a willing sacrifice of time, a shift in perspective, a shift in how you see things. Yeah, that's what's going on. So I think that's enough information. I think you know exactly what we're talking about here. Yeah, that's complete. That's what I've got for you. I love it. And this is the Druid Craft deck. Gorgeous. But some of them did need the Sharpie closed so as to not offend the TikTok gods. Yeah, this is the card that got people in a
tizzy, Angie.
Yeah, a tizzy's a good way to put it. That's a polite way to put it. And these were bunched.
And I do thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey.
And Kelly, thank you so much for the Cash App. Do you need another read? Let me know. And we will take care of you for sure. Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Okay, let me get some water.
Next up we have Becky.
Okay.
And Becky would also like a year ahead.
Becky, 1 second. Okay. Hang on. So these ones I had to take the top gilding off because they're so beautiful. These are the other Enchanted Dreamer cards, or the Enchanted Dreams cards. So we'll go for these around the sides because they're slightly smaller. We'll go for these in the middle with the gold gilded top. Your head for Becky. I wanted a little bit of a more gentle feel. That's what feels like it's coming in, like a warm wind. It doesn't feel like winter's going to be too hard for you. It feels like you're due for some warm winds coming in, almost like spring into summer energy already coming for you. San Diego weather is what's getting through my mind. Interesting. Nobody has that weather near here right now. I would love San Diego weather right now, but that's what I'm getting. Yeah, okay. Wow. Oh, wow. We're going to take one more. Wow. Okay. You are having what's coming up as the year of the High Priestess. This is a year ahead. You have the High Priestess here. This is going to last a year and a half. This is when your intuition gets stronger. This is when your spiritual gifts come on stronger. And I say I call it the year of the High Priestess, but it generally takes a year and a half. And it's not all rainbows and sunshine. You got to look at your shadow side too. You're going to have to make some choices. This is when you get the High Priestess and then you get the Two of Swords where it's blindfolded. It's why I needed another sword, because you're going to have to make some choices. There's some discernment that you're learning and how you're going to employ logic versus emotion, and then you're going to step into your power in a different way. This is huge for you. And the Ace of Swords comes through, knocking the crown off completely. If this is the crown chakra opening up completely, completely, completely. Huge, huge, huge for you coming in, coming in. Now let's see what's going on year round. Okay. Let's give these a couple good shuffles. They're so darn big, guys. These cards are massive. So beautiful. And it's either the Enchanted Dreams or Enchanted Dreamer. The other one that I have from them, from the same artist, is the Enchanted Soul. Yeah, these are ready. Okay, January, February, March. We're going back here. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Wow. Okay. All right. We're getting big spiritual work for you. You've got the High Priestess here, and by the time you get to December, you've got the High Priest. You've got a very, very balanced, in tarot, you've got the Emperor and the Empress. You've got the High Priest and the High Priestess as counterbalances. This one does the inner work. This one does the more external work. Spiritual growth in the traditional sense. Spiritual growth in the more internal, inside sense. The unwritten, the written, the unwritten. Okay? January, death. You are leaving something behind. Old ways. It's very clear. Death. Transformation, rebirth. It feels to me like you're leaving something behind that's an old belief set that just does not serve. You've left it behind. There's something about it that has security. You're leaving that behind too. This is a sacrifice to do this. This is something, it feels like you're losing something to make this choice, to let go of this. You may be letting go of people that would prefer you to stay comfortably in their box, comfortably in the same, like the religion of your youth might not be what your belief system is of your adulthood. That's okay, but they might not understand it, and that's okay if they don't get it. Your spiritual path is your spiritual path. We all have our individual spiritual path, and some people like the organized religion. They like the structure of it all. You're walking a different path this year. That's all I can say. You're walking a different path. You just can't play caterpillar games when you're a butterfly. You just can't. Okay, February. Now, February. This one came in the King of Wands. This is the seat is waiting. The throne is ready for you. Waiting, waiting, waiting. It's time for you to take the lead, to be the inspired leader. You can't wait for somebody else to come sit on this throne. You aren't ready to follow somebody else's lead. You need to be that King of Wands. You need to be the inspired leader. You need to be the one that blazes the trail, moves forward, and others will follow through also. This is very much a card of entrepreneurship, a card of inspiration moving forward. Then the three clarifiers that came on this. 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. So we'll start here. 6 of Pentacles, rebalancing the scale. Again, it is not the time for caterpillar games. You have gifts that you need to share, gifts you need to explore, gifts you need to give. There is shadows that you have coming through. Your shadow side needs honored to help balance this out too. You're going to have to look at this more closely. This is some things, you can't just do light, light, light and not do the shadow work also. Something that you've been refusing to see will need to be addressed. So this is something that is a challenge. Perhaps this is an area where you have fear or self-doubt, but it needs to be looked at a little bit further in February. Then the Three of Pentacles. Then the gift comes through here. The skill comes through here. This is huge. This is teamwork. This is reward and expansion coming in. This is big. As far as finances go in February, they're going to free up and get a little bit more loose. And it feels like this is going to get more loose towards the end of February. Yeah, I'd look for about February 17th, February 16th, 17th, 18th. Yeah. If it starts a little bit sooner, it wouldn't. This is after Valentine's is what I'm getting. I'm getting the heart big, the heart small, and hash marks, like if you're seeing marks on a timeline. So tarot doesn't always give you times. I give you times as clear as I can based on what I'm getting. You'll know, and it doesn't override anybody else's free choice. Your free choice, and you need to be the lead. Quit waiting for somebody else to be the one that creates the circumstances that make you comfortable in your life. That's not their job. That's your job, okay? All right. When you lead like that and you step in a leadership role, you champion your own cause. It's huge for you in February. March. A rebalancing of the scales. Now you have it in the 6 here. You have it in the 2 here. This is something that's going to freak you out a bit. What I'm getting here, sometimes you see the juggler, like robbing Peter to pay Paul is sometimes what they say. An imbalance, a lack. Usually you see this character in front of the ocean. You see the waves behind. But this is also balancing, balancing, balancing. And it shows the 8 on its side, the lemniscate. It shows that. Is that what that's called? Why do I call it that? I don't know. It's the 8 on its side, the balance. You're balancing the flow. That's what's coming through. Balancing the gifts. Balancing where you put your time and resources in March. In April. Knight of Wands. Going forward with new message. Strong, strong, fast, fast, fast. Boom. April. There's travel coming in here. Knight of Wands would indicate travel. Ooh. Crossing the path is the Lovers. There's a choice. The Lovers have to make the choice between the commitment to each other sometimes, to the commitment to the career, to commitment what they're doing on their path. There's contracts, a higher purpose that's coming through. There's travel towards the higher purpose and a choice being made. The Empress comes in here. Now, this is the one of fertility and of pregnancy. With the Lovers back here, slap a rapper on it. Be careful if you're needing to be careful. That's all I'm going to say on the lecture. This is a new project coming in. Big time, big time, big time. Fertility and abundance and growth and expansion. Huge, huge, huge. What you had clues at here is amplified huge here. One of the most powerful cards in the deck. And this is the Divine Feminine represented right here, May. This is huge coming in for you. Part of what your soul contract to do, part of what you're meant to do purpose-wise is coming in quite strongly here. And this is how you share this. You know you're clear in the direction you want to go forward, and you're sharing it, and expansion is coming in huge. Holding your boundaries in June because you're so clear here. This one's the closest to the Empress in my book. Queen of Pentacles. She knows her value, knows her worth. She knows exactly what's in her pantry. She knows if she has an army of 20 coming through that she needs to cook and get things ready for, and she's got all the things for the soup. Or she knows if she needs to have 5, or knows if she needs to tell them, yeah, not today, buckos. Next month we're going to do that party. Not going to have it. She knows how to use her time and resources really well. And in July, you need to manage what's going on really, really well. 2 of Swords is coming through. Now, you saw this before. This is August. Let's get some clarifiers on this. What are the choices that a little bit of the Blind Priestess is going through? What's going on with that? 4 of Swords. You need to slow it down in August. This is retreat, renew, restore. This is the one that you see the person laying on their own grave or laying on their own coffin. The soldier's return. A little bit of survivor's guilt sometimes, but you need the renewal. Slow it down. Self-care is important. Slow it down. Slow it down. You need rest. You've pushed hard through these 3 months. Slow it down. You need rest. Whoo! Look at that. Holy smokes. The Wish card. Love seeing this. The 9 of Cups is coming in hot there. Love that, love that, love that. When you get the urge to slow down instead of host the universe, slow down. Retreat just a bit. Really take the time out. This deck over here, this Witch's one, it shows a girl, and instead of laying down, she's taking the 4 swords and she's taking a gap, and there's this arch in the wall. She's also very much wearing yellow in that one, indicating the solar, the I amness chakra coming through. But she retreats. She takes a breath for herself, for her own being. She needs it. Nine of Cups, the wish card coming fulfilled. The contentment, the satisfaction that comes through. The joy, very satisfactory. Huge, huge. Job well done through here. Okay. Now we've got September coming up. 8 of Cups. Walking away from something that's no longer fulfilling. So maybe you take the time here in August to reevaluate something and you're going towards something new. Leaving what doesn't fulfill in the past and walking in a new direction. There's a leaving that happens. And this one feels like a very gentle leaving going on. It's a heading towards something. That's your September. And October, look what you head towards. So it's not like you're going to rest on your laurels too long. Just because you have contentment here doesn't mean you're going to sit there too long. You're going to know what needs adjusted, what needs tweaked and adapted. Then this 10, this is this beautiful one. This is like happy ever after +1. You're knowing what in your environment to shift, exactly what to shift. That'll bring more reward, and you're getting a little bit of bonus time coming in here. It feels like you're getting time. Like here you pushed so hard, doing, pushing. Here it feels like you're getting a little bit of a reprieve. You needed to rest here, but it feels like you're getting bonus time. It feels like for some reason your time management skills are a little higgledy-piggledy. And then over here it's like, yeah, I got this now. And you understand how to balance it a little better. You have the King of Cups coming in here and the Guide here. Most compassionate. And in this deck again, empty chair at the throne. You don't see the person there. You're meant to be occupying this seat where you do take action here. And here the emotion needs to just kind of balance. This one I call Big Kahuna. You can't see him there riding the surf, but usually he's shown the king on a throne on the shore, off the shore on the ocean, and the waves are going like this, right? And he's able to ride it out. He doesn't invest his emotion in every little drama. He's compassionate, but detached enough to be wise. This is some of the lessons you're learning. The Guide here, the tradition, the value of the tradition, the parting of company, the parting of ways that happened here. With the dogmatic, there's others that have come around now and they see, and there's some of those old traditions that you will value in a new and different way because they're just same thing seen from a different angle. You know, like when they rebranded a lot of the Christmas traditions and they swiped some of the pagan traditions like the star on the tree and blah, 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 blah. It's some of those same things, honoring the gods, honoring the divine in a different way. The Guide is here. You have more grounding and understanding here, and you're understanding what it is that was rich in that tradition there. You may relate to some of these people that you've taken space from in a different way. I want to look at that just a little closer. The Sword of Truth. I think you'll be able to recognize when some of the people that don't go with you necessarily on this path or don't believe in the woo like you do, it's not going to be so difficult for you. You will understand that's what they need. If they need it in a box with a pretty little bow, that's fine. It seems like there's a little bit more of relatability going on. Yeah. Strength. You're following the nudge all the way along. This is learning to tame the beast, tame the lion. This is the strength. This is following the gentle force, not forcing a situation to be. It's not brute force. It's the gentle force, like Star Wars, use the force. Yeah, you're feeling the gentle, subtle energy. It's using the quantum field. Yes, what's going on? Okay, Mo is in the house. Mo's showing me lightsaber. She's got two little... Mo comes in and she shows me Post-it notes, and it's the Post-it notes of the lightsaber activated or not. Two of them. It's almost like a cartoon. Here's a lightsaber and it's not activated. Then here's one, like it goes. That's what's coming through. It's like this whole year. Yeah, you're learning to use the force. You're learning to use what it is that's your sword of truth. Where is that? Right here. All year long. Yeah. Yeah. You're figuring it out. Yeah, the Jedi word would be apropos on this. This is what's going on. That's what you're doing. And you're doing it all year beautifully, beautifully, beautifully. Yeah. And this becomes your strength, not just your inclination, or maybe you'll think about this woo-woo thing. No. You learn to rely on it. You learn to trust it. You learn how to maneuver and how to use it and let it guide not just you and not just your day, but let it guide in the higher sense of purpose too. Then when people will approach you or ask you something, and you will be clear, in tune, aligned. That's what I've got. That's complete. Wow. I love that for you. That's gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. The cards themselves are utterly gorgeous. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That's what I got.
Wowage.
Yeah.
I'm ready for
Okay.
spring weather. It's cold here. I'm traveling at the end of March, early April.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense right there because that's where it is and that's where I told you it was happening. Love it. Thanks for letting me know. I love hearing that because I tell you the best of my ability, and it's like when you guys tell me, yeah, we've already got plans laid out or blah, 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 and the cards are picking it up. It's just to reconfirm something with you. And so, yeah.
All right, Becky said thank you. I'm looking forward to 2025.
It's going to be really good for you. It's like the mystery unfolds in a way that is very beautiful for you. So, yeah.
All right, and
All right.
our other Becky there, this is the Pay Information $20 Blind Oracle. That was a year ahead, $30. The one question tarot reads, $30-$40. The bones, the crystal ball, the past life, those are specialties, and those are the apps. The only difference is the Cash App.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we have Kelly again.
Baby, can I ask you to open the window? Because for some reason it gets
What,
really
Ange?
warm doing this work
What the
for
heck?
me.
It's perfect in here.
It's perfect for him. He's 3 feet away, but I get warm. The energy gets moving and it gets warm. And it's not just old lady menopause. It's just warm. That last week, warm.
Those tree guys are going to be...
Screw them. All right. Let's see what Kelly has. Did you think Kelly has a question?
Yeah, Kelly, she wanted to know to see how to help my hubs and oldest coming up.
Okay.
So I don't know how she wanted to see how you felt,
Yeah.
how you wanted to do this. Whichever she
Give me
thinks
a
it
second.
needs to be done.
Okay. All right. We're getting a little bit more of a classic structure in here. These are very Rider-Waite Smiths, and we're going to go in the Phantom. And these ones, the name eludes me, but I want the cards. So we're going to go in these. For your hubs and children, right? So that's where we're going.
Her hubs and oldest coming up.
Okay, so we're going to do the hubs here, and then we're going to do the oldest there. So what can we do to help the hubs? You know what I want to do is I'm going to lay it out like the Australian 10 spread that Ellie Down Under does. And we're going to lay it out that way. I'm going to do it like 2 separate full readings. So that's how we're going to do. So give me just a second. And we'll see what comes through.
She said, are any kids really, whatever.
Okay, this will be oldest particularly, and if anything else comes through on the kids, it's going to be in here. This is going to be the hubs. Okay, let's see what's going on here. What does she need to know to help the hubs? Now, to help and assist someone is not to control or do for or make their choices for them. So be very aware. This is how you can help and assist. If they need the help, let them ask for the help. Sometimes we want to help, and sometimes people need to learn the lessons, and if we enable, that doesn't help. If we offer assistance when they're supposed to be learning something difficult, that doesn't help. So we want to assist for their highest good without enabling and without over controlling, but we want to be there to support, lend support, and assist. Okay. Don't know why that came through so strongly as important, but it did. There is a new start coming, but it's going to be taking a little while for them to get to this. So for the hubs right now, we have the 4 of Pentacles, holding on to a space of lack, worrying about money, worrying about if there's enough going on. There's a challenge coming up, a new opportunity coming up. This is the Page of Cups that gets the stinky fish teeth. The challenge is, how do you create something new? He goes to the water, he gets more than he bargained for and gets the fish usually. And this is what you're seeing. In this particular card, you're getting 2 fishes. It feels like, how is he going to be able to do what he thought that wasn't providing enough and actually make that work to provide and create something new at the same time? There feels like there's pressure going on. Many, many cups and choices in the conscious level. A little bit of indecisiveness, and it's hard right now. There's decisions that need to be made, and he's procrastinating the decision in this card. It needs to be made. There is teamwork. There's somebody that's going to see what he's got. So if this guy's an electrician or a plumber or a carpenter or whatever, his skill set is needed. The stained glass window needs to be put in by the guy that knows how to do the stained glass. And there is a benefactor coming. His skill set is there, and there's a value in it. He's not feeling it right now. He's feeling anxiety and stress. Stress about what? Subconsciously stress about the money. And stress about being able to back the play, back whatever needs to happen. It feels like there is a lot of financial stress going on. Now, it doesn't mean don't be thrifty, but it means the skill set that he has is important. He will add to it. There will be surprises going on. The mysteries of the past, the secrets of the past, the things that have been hidden in the past will be opening up here. Queen of Swords coming up. February, March coming in right there. What do we got there? Why are we getting that? He's going to need to ride to his own rescue in some regard, and he needs to honor whatever it is that makes him feel aligned and in his truth. This is huge, and this is how you can help. Help him align with what is true for him. Help him see this isn't the time to nag. This isn't the time to compensate for. This is time to help him understand what his truth is for him. Not what you want it to be for him. Not what the whole world would say it is. What it is for him, he needs to get very clear about it. He's going to make some cuts or cut things differently. Make decisions and decisive in a very, very fair way. Queen of Swords is excellent. If he's being represented by Queen of Swords and you were to come in as Queen of Cups, excellent pairing. Those two are great friends. I have some friends that's the dynamic between us. And I love it because my emotion I would be the Queen of Cups in this one. She comes in as the pragmatic Queen of Swords and kind of abrasive, but she knows what she needs to do. Boom, ba-da, boom, ba-da, boom. I know what I want to do, and the two of us working together create great, great things. So this is a beautiful, beautiful thing coming in. The Magician in Hopes and Fears. Can you manifest and pull this off? And the answer is yes, because you're getting a new start with the Ace of Wands. Let's see what's clarifying here. There's a little bit of needing to take time to get clear. This is retreat, renew, rest, all of that. Going in for the Queen of Swords, needing to get very clear and aligned. We talked about that and what came up on top of it. Yeah. When we're getting duplicates, pay attention. New project, new start, new work for work and family. This is new. There's something new that he's adding into it. His skills are going to be added onto. What else do we have for outcome coming up here? Anything else we need to know? And this is something that he's going to take on fairly soon. It's adding to the wheelhouse is what I'm getting. Or adding to the tool belt. Some people might say it that way. His skill set is being added to. Like sometimes that's back to school. Sometimes that's adding another job. Adding a little bit of side hustle for some. I don't know. I don't know exactly the situation. I just know something is being added to. The skill set that he has is being added to. Sun card on this. Oh, gorgeousness. Everything is illuminated. Things are coming out. More and more illumination on things. Very much happier situation. If there's a project that he wants to take on, this is a time where it would bode well to do so. Even though it's challenging, he needs to make his choice. Doesn't need to be pie in the sky thinking, and it doesn't mean it's going to be obstacle free, but the challenge needs to be done. Yeah, the challenge needs to be done. It's not hurdle free, obstacle free, but there is something about this that is important, and there will be steps, there will be things that are kind of unplanned, but yeah, there's a little bit of stress in it. Stress in the environment around him right now, but he needs to hone his craft, hone his skills, add more skills to it, and increase things in this way. All right, let's look for what's going on with kids. Needs to be honored whether they're a plumber, a ditch digger, or whatever this person's occupation is. There is purpose in it, and it's done really well, and it needs to be honored as such and added to and continued upon, built upon. Okay, and the kids, particularly the oldest or the son, but the kids also. What's going on with him? We're doing the same kind of 10 spread. We'll see if there's anything in conjunction going on. Sun card here, coming up as the sun and the sun. Somebody that is the ray of light. And the apprentice and the help here. 3 here, 3 here. These are commonality cards right here. I almost did these in identical and did one of each and one of each, but I wanted them to be seen for what they are in their identical suits. But this is what we've got. The challenge for the happiness for this one, and what is clear and what needs to be more and more illumination. This is what's going on. This is him in the position of now, and the teamwork energy needs to come together a little bit more strongly for him going forward. Now, what else do we got? We've got conscious, subconscious, recent past, near future. How he sees himself in the position of now, the environment around him, the hopes and fears, and the outcome.
Hubs and Sun are electricians.
Does not surprise me at all. Not at all. Not at all. Adding to the skill. Hubs and Suns would probably work well together families that do these kinds of works, that it's the family tradition, the family trade, right? Sometimes there's conflict because they are in each other's space so much, but they probably do work well together. It's probably a really great thing. That just tickles me to hear that feedback. What we're getting here is the Three of Cups, celebrations, happiness coming through. Ace of Cups subconsciously, something new offer coming forward, something new. Emotional growth needs to be there. They both need to feel like they are growing in the job, not just doing, but growth. There needs to be something that you can be a bricklayer, an electrician, a plumber, whatever, but you need to have spiritual fulfillment of your job, or have reason that your job makes sense to do, so you don't get caught up in the minutia of it. And that's sometimes a challenge. There needs to be a little bit more travel for the kid or kids. Travel, Page of Wands, new messaging. Something exciting needs to come in. And this is the one that always knows where the party is, always wants to go to the party, needs a little bit more excitement, new challenge, a little bit needs it to come forward. The environment around the Four of Wands, weddings, graduations, births, that kind of thing, celebrations in spring. This is the environment around him. There is reason to celebrate. There is an advancement. He's on the threshold.
I'm a nurse, oldest in nursing school, worried about the youngest.
Gotcha. If you take this as a collective for all of them, there's exciting messaging coming forward. There's graduations going on. Here we see the King of Wands and how you lead the way. King of Wands is coming in like a firebird in this, like a phoenix. There's something about this that the metamorphosis needs to happen. And it could be what you're feeling needs to happen, more particularly the transformation for the youngest. This one kind of might know his role and kind of need more challenge, more reward, that kind of thing. The youngest might need to transform completely. The Two of Coins, the youngest, is itching. You got the Two of Coins, where is there life out there beyond what's going on here? We'll snoop in that in just a second. I just want to snoop on the youngest on this bottom row for just 1 second. This is the Robin Wood. We're going to snoop here. Yeah. Wow. Youngest still has very romantic ideals, needs to find perfect partner, how she fits in the world, how they fit in the world. Needs to figure out, this is perfect business partner, perfect soulmate energy. King of Wands, this is the same card as this, exact same cards. King of Wands. They are going to need to go their own direction and have a little bit of leadership, and they need to be able to manifest some of their own, specifically. They need to figure out their own footing and how they lead, and they want to be in charge of themselves, so to speak. This feels like a little bit of loosening of the apron strings wouldn't hurt. It's not like completely cutting it, but a little bit of loosening of the apron strings wouldn't hurt at all. They're trying to figure out what they do to fit. Now if we go here, we see the Strength card here, following the gentle nudge. Your son is following that path. The youngest also wants to follow their own path, their own individual path. And the King of Swords up here. Very interesting. We have the Queen here. We have the King here. These ones very balance each other, but they're logic, and sometimes the emotion needs to come through a little bit differently. What else we got going on here? Let's do clarifiers. I forgot that I have these here, but I want to clarify for the different kids specifically on this. Clarify for the Sun with the King of Swords going on. The Sun and the group as a whole. This is specific to the youngest, these three cards. This is for the group as a whole. Page of Swords coming through, the one that sees and observes, the spy in the camp, very, very observant. This is the one that wants to go do his own thing, but sometimes doesn't have the horse or the ability, but knows. This is sometimes not the best at communication. If the Sun is learning the family trade, the electrician trade, it's great, but sometimes their communication, they're going to butt heads. Nine of Coins, honor the independence of the group as a whole. Honor the independence of who they are and who they are becoming. This will provide luxury in the garden. It will provide them a healthy, good start. Then we have this beautiful Hermit, and I love this. Love this. Show the Hermit. This one's great. There's this time in September that's coming up for the group as a whole where there is more illumination coming on. There's an understanding of this really greatly in September, but the one that has the Hermit energy, the Virgo baby, it feels like this is what's going on. The Virgo baby or the Virgo time, hugely important. Anything else? The one that's pragmatic, down to earth, grounded, sometimes seen a little bit as maybe not a pessimist, but just pragmatic. Oh, don't do that, or this happens, that kind of thing. That kind of energy is there. Okay, we have the Two of Wands here, Two of Coins here. You have all the twos going on here. Except for the Two of Swords. You don't have indecision anymore. They are making decisions going out in the world. There's a little bit of balancing and the juggling here. And there's this partnering. They are ready to advance and pair and start making choices on their own that are important for them to be able to know they're capable of making good decisions for themselves. And it needs honored. And sometimes we want to help them make choices that are the choices we think best for them. And sometimes they need to make the choices for themselves. It feels like allowing more room and allowing consideration when you're discussing with them the things they're choosing about, be it a class in high school or be it a class in Rotech or college or what they want to do with their career. You need to hear them out, and how you can help in this situation is listen and speak their words back to them so they can have it. It's the conversation where they need to think it through verbally out loud, and you can help by helping them verbalize it without tainting it or adding your opinion unless they ask for it. So if they're saying, I'm thinking about taking this blah, blah, blah class in this course, but it might be kind of hard, and I don't know, I'm freaking out about this or that, you need to hear them and let them know that you hear what they're saying. It will help them figure out the choice they need to make in their partnering, in their planning, in their expansion, in their using of their time, their talent, their gifts, their resources, all of it. Anything else? Knight of Coins. Prepared to move slowly. They're going to move ahead and they're going to do it slowly, but this is the one that is the most prepared. So it shows that there's a preparation that's coming in strongly. This is the one that I say takes 3 canteens to cross the desert. They don't just take one. They have the backup and the backup and the backup. They're really, really ready on this. But they're going to do it slowly. So there needs to be patience on your end through whatever this transition or whatever this new thing is that they're taking on. You listen well. Listen really, really well. Don't give them your opinion unless they ask for it. If they want your opinion, they'll ask. You need to be able to tell them, I hear you saying that you want to blah, 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 blah. And you can ask questions. Do you think this is... do you think this is what's best for you? In a very parental way, but do you think this is what's best for you? You need to be actively engaged as a listener so they can hear themselves sort through. And they may come to some of the same conclusions that if you had spoken it out loud and verbalized, they would have ignored. But if they come through, their own voice speaks it out, it will help. They'll move forward slowly, but they are prepared. The emissary, the mercenary. This is one that always is on the Queen's errand for the Queen of Coins. This is the one that does the task because they know there's value in doing it. Anything else? Kids' ways. 7 of Coins. Some of them are going to have to learn a little bit more about the harvest and the law of the harvest and what you sow, you reap, that kind of thing. But they're going to have to start planting the seeds now and seeing what the consequences are later, seeing things grow later. You need to be patient. Some of them are going to grow at their own pace and you're going to want them to grow faster. You need to be patient because they're planting seeds. They're learning along the way. They aren't 20 years down the track. They're where they're at. They're learning exactly how they should learn. Yeah, it's going to reap a reward. It will yield fruits of labor on this in a big way. It's just going to take a little bit of time. That's what I've got for you, honey. It's beautiful, beautiful year. A year of learning, a year of growth, a year of really growing not just the money or the finances, but also the skill sets are growing. A year of doing a project and taking on more, adding more in that's good, adding more reward and richness to what it is that brings them joy. That window's really noisy. That road's noisy out there right now. Sorry, guys. But that's what's coming in for this. This is gorgeous. Yeah, that's what I got. That's complete.
Wow, Ange.
All right. Honey, we shut that window since it's so noisy now. Sorry, honey. Sorry. Yeah, my cords are going to be thrashed and gone if I have to compete with those trucks. I guess the trucks are doing their thing. But thank you. I did cool off. He's like... That's what I got. It's gorgeous. I love seeing the sun on this. I love seeing this so strongly. It's
You
beautiful.
really are the best. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. You are welcome. Good luck, good luck. And no wonder I'm getting, plumbers and builders and things like that. If your family has electricians in it, that just doesn't surprise me one bit. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Able to do what it is they undertake to do and to bring a big reward. I love seeing that for you.
Okay, Ange.
Yep.
Okay, let me see where I'm at.
Okay.
Just give me a second here. No.
All right, I'm going to put these away. And this is the Phantom A, and I think this is the Dream Within a Dream or something like that on these ones.
Melissa put hot because those readings are on fire.
Oh, well, thank you. This is the Robin Wood, and I think I've addressed all the names of the cards. I'm going to have so much cards to sort. I love it. It'll be fun. It's why I edge them. Like when I spilled that whole tray, it was like one of these, but because I've edged them and they'd fall out that way, easier to put away, easier to find than if they were just all white. And that's why I ink my cards. And I was like, why do you always have to ink your cards when you get them? Because I just do. This is how I bond with the cards. I ink the edges, and then if I have identicals, it makes me much happier. So, okay.
Jesus.
Just does.
Well, what a great idea.
Yeah. And I go to, if you guys want to know, I go to Joann's and I get the archival ink, not the oil ones so much, but the archival ones are usually better. Or you can get like Sharpie highlighters on some of them I've done. So I've done a variety of different things. Or washable markers you can do because it'll stick to the edges, but your hands will get all covered in ink when you do it. But I do it with pretty much every deck. Not completely every deck, but pretty much.
And Becky put, I love listening to your readings.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Okay,
Thank you.
so we have 2 left.
Okay.
We have Becky. We had Becky earlier. This is another Becky.
Okay.
We have Becky and we have Melissa. This is the last call. We're going to close the list at the top of the hour. So you got about 14 minutes.
Okay,
If
perfect.
you'd like to get on the list. Both Becky and Melissa are year aheads. Becky's up first.
Okay. Other Becky, you're ahead. Now these ones, they're the gentle, they call them the low scare. These ones I got from Temu, call it what you will. And I love them. They remind me of 1970s Holly Hobby energy. But they're beautiful, beautiful. What's going on with Becky? They're very drifty, very gentle and drifty. Got the Fool coming up. Can't get better than that to start the year. Excellent. Crossed by the Magician. I want one more. And these have been shuffled a bajillion times, but you have the Fool and Magician. It is like you are at the start of the new adventure, and how do you want to manifest? How do you learn to manifest differently? One more. This is about manifesting money this year. How are you going to earn money? How are you going to bring things forward into 3D? This is what we're seeing as these. And these I kind of want to have so you can see them mostly upright. But these are the ones that are crossing the Fool right here. So this would be like, what is your career path? What is the work choices? All of this. How are you bringing your gifts and your talents forward? How are you bringing forward more reward for yourself? What are you doing that is magic that creates that? Okay. Now I'm going to put this over here for now. And we'll shuffle these and go around the year. All right. Wow, these are so tricky to shuffle with these goofy nails. Sorry, that just kind of splats. We'll do one more shuffle on these. And then we'll put them around. Better. Very much better. Okay, there we go. January, February, March, April, May, June. Why are we getting a bounce? We're getting a bounce. May, June, May, June, May, June, May, June. Will that be? We're going to need to clarify on that one for sure. July, August, September, 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 straight up, September. October, November. November's great. December. Okay, let's see what we got going on. These are a little bit trickier to see. Phil, I'm going to be passing you cards. Just
Okay.
so you know. January, you've got the 7 of Cups. This is a little bit of pie in the sky thinking for you. It can be indecision. It can be the window shopping card. In the Dark Mansion, you see the kid outside the store, but not going in to take the action that needs to be taken to go purchase what he wants. So get your head out of the clouds daydreaming-wise. You need to daydream a little, but not forever. Don't procrastinate. You need to make a choice in January about something. Decide what it is that you want to go forward to do, to manifest. Don't spend forever pie in the sky thinking and all the possibilities are possible and, oh, I can do this and I can do this and I do something. Don't just think about what you can do. Do it. Take action on any of it. Even if you think you take it, but what if it's the wrong way? Who fucking cares? You're doing something. You're getting action done. You will get more guidance as you go. You need to get your head out of the clouds. And soon. Soon. Take the 15th as the half mark around the month. Make your decision between now and the 15th what you're going to do. And it doesn't have to be New Year's resolution or New Year, New Me crap. No. It needs to be, I want to try doing this. And if you think about doing it in this long span of time is overwhelming, I want to try an experiment this week, this day, whatever. Bring it down to relatable steps. Then take action so it doesn't overwhelm. February. Page of Cups. Now this is the stinky fish tea. And point out where the fish is in the cup so they can see it. Because it's hard to see, but there's blue coming through here too. There's something about the way you want to express yourself. This one is seen as the artist. Yeah, this one is the artist in the deck. What does she need to bring forward for you? I don't have a third deck of these. I wish I had a third deck of these. That's interesting. I didn't know I needed that. What is she trying to do? There's something about the artist and the artist's expression that needs to go forward. High Priestess, speaking the truth. What I'm getting is if you were to take something and speak the truth and write it even in a poem format, or even if you wrote poems for a short period of time, the wisdom that would come through for your own soul's good is huge for you. I don't know why specifically poems come through, but it does. And it's not poems that you need to think yourself to be Shakespeare or you need to think them for publication. But if you write them out or if you start singing them out, this needs loosened up. So hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock, or one shoe, two shoe, red shoe, blue shoe, whatever it is, whatever this is needs to loosen up the throat chakra for you. And when you write your own poetry, write your own words, it loosens it up. It doesn't have to be for anyone else except for you. Even if you're reading poetry, if you read poetry or find poetry in song, this needs to loosen up so you can express things more. It's important for you in February to not just find and recover your voice, but also to allow it to flow through. So your voice is important. It matters. You need to be heard. And there's something that is coming through that almost like you've been told that your voice is not important, that you shouldn't be speaking up or against or speaking for. And you should. You should. Your voice matters. It's important. This is something that's going to free it up. It's also the High Priestess trying to come through. Don't doubt your gifts. Don't doubt what comes through. Allow yourself to speak. Okay? All right, March. We've got this period of time where you feel a little bit out in the cold. Now, if you lay a truth bomb on somebody that doesn't want to hear it, or you lay it down too abrasively, they aren't going to want to hang out. They aren't going to want to spend time if they are not ready to hear. But you have to speak your truth anyway. But it feels like something in the way you speak your truth or do it will separate you, and it's time for separation from community. This is not just the card of poverty and lack. It's also choosing to go away from what was tradition. If you're going to woo-woo land of the High Priestess and spooky tooky land, it might not be that you're headed towards the traditional route. And that means that it might feel like you're a little bit of the outsider for a while. Don't freak out on that one. Don't let it freak you out. If you're choosing to go your own way, this one goes your own way, but there's always a group. I mean, always is a little bit tough, but in the majority of my decks, there's two people on the Five of Coins, not just one person. It's two people. You're going your own way on purpose, choosing a different path, choosing a different community to create, to go forward. That's March. April. April, you're working hard at work. Eight of Coins. Working hard, putting in the time. And what I'm getting from this one is paying the dues. This one, paying the dues, isn't just about the monetary dues. It's paying the dues by making choices and decisions. You're speaking your truth. You're walking away from what doesn't serve. You're paying your dues and paving your own path. This is what's coming through here. This is March, April, May. Now we had May, June. Oh, that's here. Okay, thank you. That's right, these two bounced. May, June. Okay. April, May, June. Fate shifts something and gives you a gift. This is like the universe is sending you more reward. This is you paving your own path, making your own way. This is the universe gifting you something. Fate gives you a gift. May, June. It feels like June you feel the reward, but something that happens in May helps pivot. You think of happier times, older times, and this is a little bit of moody broodiness. Don't refuse the gift. There's a new gift coming. There's a pivot coming. Don't allow yourself the boredom, the apathy, the navel-gazing time that you need. Don't let it be excessive. Don't be lost within your own woes. Everybody has shit to deal with. Everybody has difficulty. Everybody has challenges in life. You need to take a breath for this. You can meditate on it, ponder it, but don't get in the pity party. Don't get there. Okay, what else do we need to know on this? June is coming in strong. This is fate shifts in May. June, it comes in strong. You get out of the pity party. Your higher self is making a call. It's like it ring, ring, ring on the phone. Your higher self is calling you out big, big, big. The world says there's completion and there's celebration. It's like you find the soul family. You find the people that want to lift a glass to you in June, where in March it felt like kind of lonely on your own a little bit, having trouble finding your soul tribe. By June, you're finding it. You're finding it. You're finding it. Just don't get stuck in the pity party. You be the one reaching out if you need to be reaching out. That's June, July. Standing there beautifully with a wand. Love this. Page of Wands. Sending out the new messages. Starting to be excited again about where the inspiration is taking and leading you to. Forging a new path. This is the one that knows where the party's at. Magicians wanting to come in through here and have a thing to say. What's this connection coming in? The wands, the wands, the wands, the wands. What's going on? What are you manifesting there? You're getting messaging, you're leading, you're going to be the one that has the map. If you're in the car with all the pages in the car, she knows where the party is. She has the map. She knows where she's going. She might not have the car, and she might not be the one that, is the highlighted featured guest, but she's in the know. She has the knowledge of the new message. She's bringing the new message forward. This is important in manifesting for you. Why? Because you have the fucking wand. I mean, you definitely have the map. You have the wand. This is the new beginning, the new start. It's absolutely right. You have the map. You have the know-how. You have the lay of the land. You have the terrain. Assemble the troops. Assemble the people that are coming with you to make the magic happen. August. Beautiful, beautiful. I love this. This is so sweet. Show them this, honey. You're going to have to show these love. This is the lovers, but this is so, so sweet. This feels like soul contracts. This feels like soul purposes that are parallel, running together, merging together. It doesn't feel like the lovers in the traditional sense of soulmates and partnering like romantic thing. No, this feels like soulmates and a partnering and partnerships that are very, very aligned soul path. Soul family coming through, soul contracts coming through in this one. In August, there's something about soul family, sisters from other misters, or people that are really friends that are as close as family that come in and on purpose, on track with you in such a good way. All right. Now, what do we have in September? The rest. Now, this one I talked about before. It's retreat, renew, restore, rest. This is the one that lays on its grave. This is the survivor. This is the one that needs to rest, needs to pull back. And literally in September, you're going to need more sleep, baby. This is huge for you. And this came through, and this one came through. Insistent, insistent, insistent. It wasn't bouncing back and forth. It was insistent. You need the rest after this period of time. And then what's coming in here? Well, no wonder. The Empress and the High Priestess again. Okay. The Empress is the one that's creative and receptive and going to manifest, much like the Magician. But the High Priestess is echoing. You will have completed a good lesson from the High Priestess. High Priestess year usually takes a year and a half, but you had it here in February, and you've got it in September also. This is coming through in a big, big way. Big way. So when you see them, and I like showing them because you need to see them in duplicate. This is a big deal. Universe giving you the neon sign. Honor your spiritual gifts. Let things unfold. Ask different kinds of questions. It's important for you. Okay. We've got October, November, December here. October. Loving this. A little bit of patiently waiting. This is the Santa Fe burger. We haven't seen this yet really strongly today, but it's here. I call it Santa Fe burger because you order the Santa Fe burger, or maybe you want a mushroom Swiss or whatever it is. You order it up from the universe. You don't chase the waitress. You don't chase the universe. You know what you've done. You've made your plans. You've taken actions. You're doing what it is that manifests. You're doing the steps that you know how to do, but you don't chase it down, chase it down. The hows are not the worry here. The knowing what you want is what the worry is here. The knowing what you want is the main concern. I would like a Santa Fe burger. Let the restaurant, the universe, whatever, serve it up. Take the necessary steps. Go to the restaurant that offers it. If they're like, sorry, you can't get a Whopper at McDonald's. Oh, that's because you're not at Burger King. Be in the right space in order for the universe to bring you the right burger. That's important for you. And keep an eye on things. Expect it. This is a little bit of patience, but there's also expectancy because you've done the work. You've gone beyond the partnering of the Two of Wands into the Three. Real important for you. That's October, November. Happy, happy, happy. Happiest card in the deck. Full illumination on this. I love this for you. The Sun card comes in big, big, big in November. This is very much understanding. This is happy. Whatever it is coming in abundantly. So this waiting gets rewarded. Huge, huge, huge here. And then December, what do we have here? 4 of coins. Now you're going to have to make some choices. You're going to have more than enough, but you're going to feel a little bit like you're not in lack. A little bit holding on too tight. What are you holding on too tight?
November 28th is my birthday.
Oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. This one comes through sometimes as the Miser card that is not open and vulnerable. And this is going to be where you need to open up your heart a little bit. You have a coin on the head, a coin on the heart, 2 below your feet. Your needs are met, but you're going to need to share a little bit more of yourself in a different kind of a vulnerable way. Are you ready to do so? Come December, will you be ready? And not just share your resources and money. It doesn't mean you have to give everybody, bajillion. What it means is you need to share from the heart and not come from a place of lack. Don't freak yourself out. Why? Because the Chariot's coming through. You have the power to drive yourself forward to create more momentum. And this is what you need to open the heart so you can create the momentum to go forward into 26. That's what I've got. You'll know what I'm talking about as it approaches here. This comes in and it does not feel monetary as much as it's depicted. These also can indicate resources, which are time and talents. So be ready to share. It doesn't mean to overgive, but it means to give, to offer vulnerability, and to offer authenticity. Huge for you. That's what I've got. That feels very complete. It's beautiful. You are really in charge of manifesting at a higher level this year. Really, really, truly. And March feels like it's going to be more of a challenge than any of the other months. So when March feels like, I don't have enough, trust that the universe is shifting gears right here. And it's coming up in May that it's shifting gears. So trust that. That's what's going on for you, sweetie. All right, that's complete. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. And you can see they're beautiful, gentle cards, but sorry I had to work you overtime, baby. Just show these cards well, because they're so sweet. They're just absolutely sweet.
I have felt change needs to happen.
Yeah, allow it to. And don't spend forever procrastinating. Just don't. Create, even if it's a little change here and a little change there. It doesn't have to be monstrous big change. A little change is the way it starts. Okay? All right.
Beautiful cards. Thank you.
You are so, so welcome. That was gorgeous. Magician in the house with the talent in the house and the Fool's New Start. You are like on the January energy for sure.
But amen. Thank you.
Yep. January energy is beautiful in that. I like seeing it. All right. But these are a little tricky to shuffle with these goofy nails, but a lot of them are tricky with these goofy nails. But I love the goofy nails, so why not? All right. What else we got, honey?
We have 2 more.
Okay, let me get a little water, and then we can get to the next 2. Let me get another tray also.
We have Melissa, then we have Brenda, and they are both year ahead. And Angie will be back on Wednesday,
Yeah.
11
Wednesday at
a.m.
11.
Utah time.
Yep, Wednesday at 11. We'll do it. Okay, here we go. All right. A little bit of water, then we can get back on track with the reads. Okay, who's reading my end?
Melissa, you're ahead.
Melissa, we're going to Calendera for you. These are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Calendera. Melissa, you're ahead. We're doing a flying geese formation for you for the year ahead. It's a little bit different than what I've been doing for the year ahead so far, but for yours, the flying geese formation is coming in. It means this is going to be the leading point. More so, this is the point, man. Point 1 here. It's like a triangle this way, so it's not as circular and well-rounded. It's more angular, sharper curves, sharper lines. Yes, okay. So the December energy, the December placement is going to be lead placement. So don't know what that's about. Ace of Swords. This is often the January card. Something you learned in December is leading into January very strongly. This would be the crossing card. It's right here. The World. End of year, new start, January card, end of year, new start. Okay, this is big. All right. I don't think I've done flying geese formation as the year before, so give me a minute to get this laid. really, really strange. All right. Let it be how it is. Let it be how it be. These want to be more angular, more sharp, more clear, more crisp, less wishy-washy. More angular, more sharp. Okay. It's almost like these ones want to flip up into this position. So whatever you're doing here, which if we did the circle of the year, would be April, May, June, July, August, it's going to flip and echo towards the top. This is going to be a significant time coming forward. It's going to echo towards the top. So we'll flip it and read it as such. It's like when the flying geese shift position. This is the lead goose. And this is what's actually needing to come in and take the lead in a minute. So it's really hard to do this one. Think about these angles of the V going this way and then the V going this way, okay? So think about those angles because that's as clearly as your year is divided. I don't know why that's the way for you, but it is. So we have the sort of truth that came through with the completion of the year. The Knight of Cups coming forward. Now this one, listen up here, lady. You need to ride the white horse for yourself and only yourself and your most sacred self. And you don't expect Romeo to come riding in and rescue you. Romeo can suck it. I mean, really. You ride the white horse in quest for the grail for yourself. You don't go to the rescue of everybody and their damn dog, cat, and their hamster. No. This is a new day for you. A new way of operating for you. Sharper, crisper, more angular. No means no, fucker. I'm not going to do that. You're not going to manipulate. You're not going to do... No. No. When you need to say no, you need to say no. You need to take time that you have the willing sacrifice where you have time on your own to think, not to stew, not to ruminate, not to rehash the past, but to think new thoughts, to allow new contemplations in there between January and February. Man, I would not seek romance in January or February this year. No, no. What you need to give yourself is every ounce of love and self-care and radical self-acceptance, everything good for yourself. Spoil yourself rotten. Whether you're married, single, does not matter. You need to take care of your heart and what your heart's desire is in a huge way. And be truer to self than you have been in a long time. There is something that no more bullshit. Just cutting the shit. You're done and over the way the old way was. It just doesn't work anymore. Somebody wants you to make a sandwich. You're going to say, make your own damn sandwich, fucker. You're going to tell them, do it yourself. You are not there to rescue. That's the truth of it. The truth of who you are and what you want needs to have highest priority. King of Swords. You are being strategic. And so you've got January, February, March over here. Being strategic. Thinking about plans that you want. What do you want to take on? Your dreams, your aspirations. And being 3 steps ahead of anybody trying to draw you in, drag you in, drama you in. If you haven't studied up on narcissism or codependency, do your homework, babe.
But wow, okay, LOL.
Because there's going to be a few people that want to bring you in because you're just so perfectly qualified to solve their urgent emergency. It's not your fucking emergency, and that's their shit sandwich to deal with. It's not yours to solve or to fix. You ride this horse for yourself all year long. If people want you to rescue, you better not give too much of yourself because the universe is going to conk you on the head for it. Wow, that's the damn truth. That's the damn truth. Flanking this, double King of Swords. You need to be strategic for your own self. Huge. You need to let your emotions take a fucking break and let your logic and what your pragmatics and your planning and your strategery be for yourself. You need to be of highest priority to self this year, and it majorly coming through. Now, this is March, this is April. In May, guess what? Somebody's going to try and trick you a little bit. I don't know why, but you're getting 10 of Wands. You're carrying somebody else's shit in May. No, drop that shit. This is do the work smarter. Don't carry their burden. Don't burden yourself by overpromising. Don't try and get too many damn things going on in June. If you have a whole roster of activities typically in June, no, screw it. Cancel everything. Do what only matters to you. The top 2 priorities in June, that's it. Why 2? Because you have 2 swords of truth coming through here. Why 2? Because the world has 2 batons in your hand. Why 2? Because that enables you to have choice. 1 in each hand. Great. You don't need 15 trillion things to do in that month. Not at all. Here's June coming up. Queen of Cups, able to rest, able to reflect on the past, and able to dream again. There's something that has been an impediment. Something that you did, you chose to do. The willing sacrifice in February has been something you've sacrificed for others, for years. This is coming through really so strong and bossy. Please forgive. Know it comes from the heart. You trust your highest self over me or anybody else. But if you don't put yourself as first priority this year, it's going to take you a long time to learn that lesson. If you do it this year, it's going to make dramatic, wonderful changes for you. And it'll be huge. And that is not selfish. July. It's reminding us, is there life out there? The world is in your hands. The world is your oyster and you've forgotten. You've been seeing the world go on, feel like sometimes life has passed you by because you've taken care of this, that, the other, whatever it is. It hasn't passed you by, but you need to now realize the world is your oyster. It's time to better get to live in Dolly Parton's song. Yeah, write that one down. Check the Claire odds. Yeah, better get to live in Dolly Parton. You'll know. Better get to living. Yeah, very, very much. All of that. It shifts from Reba's Is There Life Out There to Better Get to Living from Dolly. And that's where you need to be having your headspace right now. It shifts. It needs to have shifted here. You need to understand this more and start enacting this more. Queen of Wands. You're getting very territorial. You're very confident in what you're doing. You know what you need. You know what you need. You know what you need. You ride the horse for yourself. And if no is no, no is no. And don't you go back on it. No is no. You're not doing that this time around. If you're boycotting a few things that are like, maybe there's family reunions or shit that's all coming up and you're like, nope, I'm not going to be in that toxic soup. Or nope, I don't need to do this certain vacation this year. It needs redone for whatever keeps you saner. Yeah, this is the Queen of Wands. She is the party. She is the most approachable, the most earthy. Not earthy in the elements, the most sensual. She understands what physically she needs. She understands her mojo and her power when she defends what is hers. This is huge coming up. That's August, September. 5 of Wands. There's going to be conflicts of time. People are going to be trying to pull your time, your resources, your energy. No. This is one of the biggest words you can this year. No. This is the word that anybody that asks you anything, if you automatically say yes, almost out of obligation, this is the year. I need time to get back to you on that. No. If you're going to push me, the answer is going to have to be no. I'm going to need some time to get back to you on that. No. Huge for you. And this is the month September. People are going to try and load up your plate too big. Oh, she can do this. She can do this. She can do this. No, there's a liberation that needs to come forward. King of Pentacles coming in October. Now, I want to see a little bit of clarifier here. Clarifier here. Choose. Again, choose. Choose your fate, sweetie pie. This is you more in control of weaving your own fate than you even realize. Choose. This is the 5 of Wands is too many cooks in the kitchen or too many people. This is a pinata party with a beehive that I put it on my feisty cards that way. It's too many competing things. No. You weave your own fate. Wheel of Fortune is going to favor you in what you do, so you need to honor you in what you do. King of Pentacles comes in October. This is the one that says, show me your plan, I'll back your play. Yeah. This is how you have backed it. You are stepping up for self over and over again. Star comes in November. This is hopes and wishes, second chances. This is when you're really in alignment with your true north. And it takes a year of doing this. You're stepping into something fabulous coming in through here. Star card is gorgeous here. Coming in with some divine inspiration coming through really, really strongly here. What's going on here with the Star card? Okay. Love it. We're seeing the Sword of Truth coming in. November comes in and reminds you to be in alignment with your truth. And this is when this shift happens. Probably towards the end of October, but could be in November. This is when it shifts. Now let's see what happens. This is the shift. This is where the sword wants to shift. The 2 of Pentacles that comes in here. The juggling, and the learning how to balance and how you get the big reward coming in here. Coming in as the lead here. So the amount of juggling that you've done and the challenge. The feeling like, can I do it? Can I do it? You've learned the skill of balance by here. What comes in? Give me a second here. Wow, I just got chills. There's something about the way you shift your fate here that's really huge for you. There's going to be a little bit of tears shed over something, and I don't even know that it's not like somebody passing or anything. It's just cathartic cry, big tears, finally arriving, finally understanding this in a new and different way. The Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles, she shows up for what she wants, sparkly and wonderful. She's not afraid to take up space anymore. It's beautiful here. The planning and the desiring and living your life differently by your own truth now brings you closer to your own true north. This is gorgeous energy. Learning the world is your oyster is huge for you. Not just forever waiting for somebody else and delaying and putting off and putting up. No more procrastination for you. Queen of Cups remembered her dream. The star comes in here. She's ready to help create this balance. Take the lead. What else on that one? Oh, you better believe it, sister. You better believe it. There's going to be a little bit of Dark Night of the Soul. This is really, really tricky. Really, really tricky. This is a shadow card. This is in the Calendara deck. It's not in the other, but this is very, very much Dark Night of the Soul, shadow side. This is a little bit of the moon going on here. You've been up against it, but your intuition is coming stronger and stronger and stronger. But every once in a while, you'll still have a little bit of trickery for self, so be very aware. That's why the Sword of Truth wants to come in and why you need to ride just for yourself. The moon energy. It's something very sacred coming up this way, yes. Now, don't we have a moon that's coming up that we just got energy on a little while ago? What was that? I think it was the wolf moon or something like that was coming in the other day. December's moon has gone. There's something else coming in. There's going to be something of September, October, November, December. All of the moons of next fall are important for you. You need to honor the big moons coming up, but all of them in the fall are going to be particularly sacred to you, coming in big. Mysteries unfolding in a big, big way. Don't know what this is about. Also, yes, do know what it's about right here. Here, crown chakra opening up, activations coming through, truths coming through, understandings of knowledge coming through, knowings coming through.
Steph put wolf moon on the 13th.
Thank
Kim
you,
put
Steph.
full moon on the 15th.
Choose one of those moons. You'll know which one. It's time to honor what it is. Then the Four of Pentacles. Let go of something, release something, open for something different. And then the choices are open for you. This isn't pie in the sky thinking you need to choose which of these cups. So you can't hold all 7 of them. You need to open up so you can take something new. You can't hold everything in the way that it was. You have to let go of something here in order to choose one of these cups. Anything else regarding the cups? Regarding the choices that need to be made? Okay, show her these cups. Show her this cup. It's got the old man there, kind of like the hermit man, or like Gogs the guide would be kind of like that. There's this thing of needing solitude, taking solitude over and over throughout the year, honoring yourself. If you're going to be hermiting a little bit more, this is going to be interesting for you. September is when the fate shifts, and this is the cup that stands out. I took that off to look at those cups and see what's priority. Honoring your solitude is different than isolation and different than being alone. It's what must be done. It must be prioritized for you. This is the biggest strategic thing that you can do for yourself, and you're challenged and tasked with doing it. Anything else? Not in this deck. Anything else in this one? Spiritual lesson for you to have for January and February. Spiritual lesson for you to be aware of. Spiritual mindfulness to be aware of. Next month or so. 3 of Wands. This is anticipation coming up. Santa Fe Burger, you hear me talk. But what's coming up is the old Heinz 57 anticipation is making me wait. You're going to have to wait a little bit. Here, we got a hanged man. Here. The new way of seeing, the new way of doing is coming up. But it's not like the ketchup isn't in the bottle when you see those old commercials, those anticipation commercials. Yeah, you're going to have to wait just a little bit. What you've done, the preparation you've done is ready. The ships are coming in for you. They're coming in, they're coming in. Keep checking what's going on. Check the way you contemplate. Check your perspective on that. That's what I've got. That's complete. That's gorgeous. I love that for you. I think a lot of people that are in the place where they're spiritually questing and unfolding and unwrapping their spiritual gifts, I think it's going to happen all at once. Yours just keeps happening over and over throughout the year because you're learning this alignment with self in a different way, and is very beautiful, very rich. decadent is what I'm getting. There's no shortage of spiritual gifts coming through. This is like one of the most psychic of the cards coming through there with the star. There's no shortage of spiritual gifts and truths coming through as long as you keep yourself in alignment with honoring yourself. That channel is open, 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 open. That's what I've got.
Okay, noted. Time for me.
It is beautiful. Absolutely. Well-earned time for you. And that is not selfish at all. And it's time for you and your higher self. And it's where this comes strongly into alignment. I love it. This is the Calendara Tarot. I think I've got the box for that one somewhere right here. And it is gorgeous. This one I ordered 2 just off the jump. It was gorgeous. And I love it. And it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I would recommend that to anyone. Even if you're first learning tarot, it's gorgeous. Don't let the pretty of it fool you. Some of the decks, the cute will fool you. This one, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Don't let the pretty fool you on that. It's gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's a workhorse of a deck. Really, really. It works well. So, okay. All right.
Okay, wow. Okay, we have Brenda and possibly Sandra.
Okay.
So that is it for today after these 2 reads. And Angie will be back on Wednesday.
Yep.
11 a.m. Utah time. So we have Brenda next up for another year ahead, Ange.
Okay, Brenda, we're going to the land of story for you. These are cute. Don't underestimate the cute. They're not any less of teeth kickers than anything else. Like that teeth kickers box has my cute little good karma, as well as some of the other ones, the Deviant Moon. Don't underestimate the cute. Listen, the universe serves me up on the regular. This is the land of story for the year ahead, Brenda. I'm getting the Baker's Victory. This is very interesting. We have the star. We have what looks like the 6 of Wands coming in with the victory on the parade. But it's the Baker that gets the victory. This is the Page of Cups that gets the victory. This is the one that's the artist and very surprised gift here coming through. Really, really. The creative victory. That's what it is. The dream that is super, super creative is there's huge victory in that. Okay, we're going to go to these. We're going same deck, second deck, different edges. So we can go all the way around and see what's going on. Yeah, very, very Parisian beret here coming in. Baker's Victory. Very, very pink energy. Something that is heart's devotion, really heart's desire. Heart chakra for you is big, big, big this year. Following the heart, following the devotion of the heart. And it doesn't mean romantic heart. It's just what you're drawn to, what you love, 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 love. This is what you should be following. It's gorgeous energy for you. Love it. Absolutely. January, February, March. April's coming in. April's coming in. April's coming in. May, June, July. Wow. July. Hello, July. Love it, love it. Hello, July. Okay. June, July. August, September. Wow, September. Look at this. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is awesome. Okay, this is going to be an interesting part of the read. This is going to be a little bit more challenging. This is going to be interesting. Okay, September, October. Sorry. Got distracted. October, November, December. Okay. All right. Love seeing this. Okay. Star card coming in, and then here we have the Ace of Wands just looking gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And it's not just looking like a single wand that's loosely gripped. There's some skill where you're commanding the power, the magic, the authority. There's some skill in the choices that you're making. This is huge. This is you as if this were a magic wand in your hand, not just a regular stick or anything. This is something that the power is in your hand, in your control. New starts, family stuff, work stuff, new starts, new projects, new endeavors, new power in your hands. February, very, very content, very satisfactory. Job well done. And wishes coming true very, very much. January, February are good. March, a little bit tricky. March is the juggle. Now, this is really, really challenging. The juggle is more important than the magician here. This one, it's a magician card. You should be able to manifest, but you're going to have to maneuver. I'm getting shades of the Two of Coins there. You see that figure 8 on the side? It's also in the Two of Coins, often mentioned. You have all the tools. Don't be too wand heavy in March. It's huge here. There's other skills that you need to employ, other aspects of your gifts that need to be employed in March. Satisfying with the wands here. Need more going on here. It's coming in as the coins. There needs to be more grounding, more earthiness, more grounded, more grounded. Can't just be all bright ideas. You need to actually do something that grounds it in order to make the magic happen. Don't know what that's about. That's what's coming through. April. Knowledge comes in April. There's a new truth, really highly held new truth, prized. Prized truth coming in, prized knowledge, prized awareness, prized legal things, legal opportunity, new growth, new truth. This is a little bit of the January energy I was saying before. It often comes in. There's going to be an ace start here and an ace start here. New start, new start. The knowledge that comes in, having the knowledge to do something in April. Then something speeds up for the next 2 months. Cover your ass. This is almost like the 7. It's the 5. The 5 is sneaky peek, cover your ass. In this one, you need to be very aware because somebody that looks like they're walking away from the battlefield is not off the battlefield yet. It's going to take a little bit of time. This month is going to feel long. This is adding insult to injury. This is parting company, parting ways, and this is a decisive part that needs to be there, and it feels like it's going to come back. I don't know whether this come back to bite you or come back later. I want to look. This doesn't feel like you leaving. It feels like something else. You're feeling like you're the person in the foreground. Somebody else is leaving, but you're not feeling good about it. There's something that's not feeling very happy for you. Yeah, you can show it to them. Sorry. I want to see what that's about. You need a break from somebody. It feels like you need a break. Definitely you need a break. You need rest, retreat. Sometimes we have friends and people that are close to us that we get a little too much of and we don't realize. You need a retreat. You need time to rest, time to recuperate here. It doesn't mean that you might not come into each other's lives and do other things at different times, but there's a recuperation and rest from a certain person. It needs to be happening. This is April. May. Things start happening in May. It's almost like you think a lot like this person, but when May comes, you start to differentiate a little bit, doing your own thing, taking your own path. Say you're both in art class, or say you're both in pottery class, or say you're both in whatever it is. You suddenly start doing different. Say you're both in culinary school, and somebody wants to just be like restaurateur and specialize in, I don't know, vegan diets, and you're in culinary school and you want to specialize in baking and all the bakery stuff. 2 different paths, a little bit of separation. You don't share the same dream anymore. You have to pursue your own with the skill set that you have. There is a benefit to doing so. It needs to be what yours is. Yeah, that's what's coming in. Yours needs to be for you. Theirs is for them. You will have supporters. You don't have to rely on them. There has been talk about co-opting and going together that will be decided to come apart here in April. And in May, there's something new and there's other support around, so don't be afraid of that. June. Loving this. 10 of coins in June. This is the one where it's legacy, generational breakthroughs, family, harmony, happiness. You see generally the grandparents, the parents, and the kids at play. This is Tree of Life stuff. This is working your way up the Tree of Life. The knowledge is coming in strongly. The resources are coming in strongly in June. July. Again, creative coming in. July, August, September. Huge creative. Decisions that were made are important to you. And now you're moving forward with this.
But I know what this means.
Well, I'm sure you do. The Empress is coming in here in August. This is the one that is the most abundant. This is the one where I tell you slap a wrapper on it just because of the state of things. But the Empress is more than just a pregnancy. So if you're looking to get pregnant, perfect. If you're looking to do a new project, this is what would be a new project in my age. You're ready. You're really, really, really ready. She's sitting down. She's really, really, really ready. This is the moment before. The fertility is really, really there. The readiness is really, really there. Sometimes the Empress will come through and I'll get different stages of pregnancy. This feels like the moment before. The moment before the idea is conceived of. The conception of the idea. Now the physical manifestation of bringing the idea forward, okay? Not trying to be too graphic. And it doesn't feel like it necessarily is straight up human pregnancy. It feels project. How you dream, how your excitement is. How you need to make your own magic happen and move forward. And then the victory. I love seeing this. This one came in the repeat in September. September, the month of school and back to school and really, really learning. also can be a month of really, really teaching, just so you know. It may be that you are required to go back to school as the teacher, not as the student. That feels very, very strong. Yes, yes, that's correct. The baker, the Parisian baker is coming in now. So back to the cooking analogy that I went through here, right? Say that you're a baker or a cake baker and you were teaching somebody how to do fondants and all kind of frosting and wedding cakes and blah, blah, blah. It's because you have the skills to do that. It's not because you were ever meant to run a restaurant or just a vegan restaurant. You were meant to do the fondant and the wedding cakes and all of that. That's the analogy. It might not be the exact circumstance, but that's the analogy. Yes, what it is that you have that graces an event, a thing, a watershed moment of life for other people is a victory in your wheelhouse that you are able to do and capable of doing, and this is something you should be doing. Huge, huge, huge. That's what's coming through. You come through as somebody that knows how to teach other people how to do wedding cakes.
It is project.
Absolutely. Now the Four of Cups. This is October. You're going to have to turn down a few invitations, and this is a card of refusal, and on this one it feels like this is on point. It's on point. You don't have to be moody, broody, but in October you need to slow it down a bit. And you need to refuse a thing or two. You can't do everything all at once. And in November, you're going to be making choices. This is why you have to do it. Because December, you're going to know the truth of a thing and go recklessly forward fast. Really fast. But these ones, usually I say, don't be a powder. Don't be sitting there moody, broody, apathetic. No. This is coming through with the alternate meaning of this card, where you can be very meditative. And that's what needs to happen. Refuse whatever other people are offering in October. If it's excess, it's excess. You need to slow it down. Almost like a Four of Swords, like this. Yes. This needs to be more of this, where you've gotten your rest, and now you need the mental rest and mental contemplation to meditate, to go within, to do a little bit of that. What do you want? Navel gazing stuff. Important. Two of Swords, the choice that's there, the choice that's there. You're going to make your decision. It doesn't have to be so emotionally based. Just because somebody's offering something that's perfectly nice for someone else doesn't mean you have to take it. You'll need to act and go forward on a path that's right for you, in alignment with you. Charging forward is you. This is how it needs to be for you in December. Let's see what else we got here. Ha! How beautiful is that? I love it. So here's these little kids playing with the Six of Cups, and it looks like they're catching all kinds of different little fish, but what I'm getting is fireflies coming through. This takes me back to here. There's something about the firefly magic of the June nights, the June summer nights, that are important, and this is the magic that returns nostalgically in December. It's like the 6 and the 12 parts. Yeah, of course. Of course it would. This is like the halfway, and this is the full point marking it. And the magic that the fireflies have going on in the summer, you can catch again, even if it's a different form. This is where they trade the favorite rock for the favorite candy bar. This is where you look sometimes through the rose-colored glasses or with fondness. Sometimes that can be a little bit to your detriment. This is where you look back on what was bitter here with a more sweet lens, and it's okay to do so. There's been enough time from this where you're going to feel like you can see it through a different lens. A little bit more forgiveness has been employed by this time. Now you move forward, charging forward, still in your own direction. But with whatever has created this situation, you're feeling better about the situation. You have more understanding of yourself and of the situation itself. Anything else? Yes. Okay, now sometimes people say crying over spilled milk with this one, and I don't generally like that because it's a card of grieving, of loss, of sorrow. But you're understanding why the loss needed to be there. You finally understand why the loss is there, and you are definitely ready to move forward from this in a way that serves you better. Okay? Anything else for the overall year? Love it. The Sun card, happiest card in the deck. It's one of revelation. It's one of enlightenment. It's one where more and more light is shed on things all the way from the jump. From the Ace of Wands growing because of the Sun here to more illumination, more illumination, more illumination, more illumination. This is a year where it's very much getting to know you. You are getting to know yourself better than you've known yourself before. You're getting more and more clear about what it is you want and more enjoying your gifts, your creative gifts coming through. This is what's happening for you, and I love it very much. You're growing in your own garden. You're blooming where you're planted. That's what I've got for you. Beautiful, beautiful. I love this. And the other thing I say when I talk about gardens and all of this bloom where you're planted shift. I also say you can't pry open a rose. It means you can't break the rose open any faster. Allow it to bloom. You're not in the wrong place and space right now. You're perfectly where you need to be. Allow yourself to open at your own pace. That's what I've got. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love this for you. And this one is the Land of Story, is what this one is called, this deck. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Very fairy tale type of thing, but tells the story so well. It's so gorgeous. So that's what I got.
Woo.
Yeah. Okay. Are we good, or do we have one more?
We got one more. That's awesome. Thank you, Angie.
Yeah, I hope that helps. I hope, I give you guys these metaphors and analogies because they're what makes sense to me. It doesn't mean you have to go bake wedding cakes. But if you get the point, then you know what I'm talking about, then great. And sometimes it is. Actually, that's what I do. I do bake wedding cakes. So it's like, all right, I follow the nudge. That's what I do. Okay.
Okay, last read is Sandra.
Okay.
Full read for whatever the cards need me to know.
Sandra! You are not going to love me right now, sweetie. As soon as I heard your name, what cards come through? Jen's favorite, the Deviant Moon. I swear when I first started reading and I did some of her reads, I probably read off of this deck, this Deviant Moon deck, like 3, 4, 5 times for her because they were so calling her. So whatever Sandra needs to know from the Deviant Moon, these are a teeth kicker deck. Let's see what's going on.
And Brenda said, I get the point.
Good. I figured you did. Okay. Sandra, what do you need to know? We're getting arcs. Okay. Sandra, this is not a year ahead. It is a whatever you need to know. Holy smoly. Okay. What is the song that says run, run, run away? What is that song?
Run, run, run away.
Run, run, run away. I don't know what that is. What is that song? This is coming up with this card. You're leaving something very... I don't know what that song is. If I knew the name of it, I'm the worst at this game.
Kim?
Run, run, run away. Something like that. Yeah. Something you are leaving well and truly behind in the
Wanderer, Kim put.
I don't fucking know. But yeah, trust Kim. Kim will know. Okay, we're going to go here. This is where you're conscious of things. This is what you're doing below the surface. Same deck, third deck. This is Deviant Moon all over the place. Love this deck. What we're getting is a sense of over-responsibility. Hyper-responsibility is what I'm getting that needs to be let go of. We've got this in conflict with this. This is running away. This is like what you're trying to hold on to. You can't control and solve and resolve everything. You need to let some people handle their own shit that they've made, and that's kind of tricky for you. You'd rather control and cut things out and do things and be in charge of things. You don't need to be in charge of things. The Wheel of Fortune is coming for this situation regardless. Subconsciously, this is what you already know. You need to cut some of the shit, let them handle some of their own stuff, and Wheel of Fortune wants to move forward. If you do not flee, run away, run away from the situation, you keep yourself navigating in this kind of energy. You need to go towards what calls you, towards what you long for, not towards what you think you're in control of or need to be in charge of or who you need to control or what it needs. No, what your heart calls you towards. Again, we're getting the run. We're getting, I know this one. This is Whitney. I want to run to you. It's something and not someone. I want to run to you. This is what's pulling you. Pull of the moon, pulling you forward. This is huge.
Sandra said that would be me run away from work.
Yeah, if you don't love the work, you need to find what it is that you love, that your heart is pulling you towards, and do more of that. Not navigate in the dark. Do more of what puts you in the light. Sometimes we get used to this navigating in the dark, navigating in what is the work, and we get used to this grind that we're doing. There needs to be more celebration coming for you. Consciously, you need to be more aware of this. 7 of Wands, you're not just running in the dark. You should be on the higher ground. You should be holding your boundary. You should be ready for whatever's thrown at you, but you don't have to deal with everything that's thrown at you. You should be celebrating a little bit more. If you know that If you know that you're ingesting something, if you know that you're eating something that doesn't do you any good, you know you're eating way too many Oreos, eating way too many Good and Plenties. All right, you know this. Well, quit doing that if you want to do something a little different. If you know that you need to make time out to go socialize or go pursue a talent or a gift or a hobby that you've always wanted to pursue, you need to do this before you get eaten alive. This is what's coming up. You struggle with yourself to mark off time to honor yourself in this way, to allow yourself the privilege, the time, the luxury, whether it's art class or singing class or whatever it is. You need to do that or you're going to feel like you're getting honored alive, and your celebrations are always getting gobbled up. Your time is always getting gobbled up. You're spread too thin. And if it's just work, and you can't ever seem to escape it, you need to get accountable for where you're spending your time and start spending your time on yourself in a way that matters to you. That is not work. That is not solve somebody else's problem. That is honor your gifts. Whether it's knitting class or how to build a teepee, I don't care. You'll know. Quit wrestling with yourself is what I'm getting here. That's what changes your fate. When you quit the wrestling yourself and you surrender and yield to what it is that your heart wants, the celebration opens up in a huge way. The work becomes more play. The work becomes more rewarding. The work that becomes something that was no good becomes second nature. The balance kicks in. That's what's going on here. The center that bridges these things through. This would bridge to these. This would bridge to these. This would bridge to these. This bridges these. Queen of Cups finally figuring out balance. Rather than robbing Peter to pay Paul, you're learning to dance with the coins like she does. I mean, this is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Dancing with the gifts. Dancing with the resources. Understanding how to use them in a way that is far more balanced instead of feeling lack. You're dancing with the fates and the wheel of fortune. Dancing with the work and the play. Balancing work and play energy is huge for you. Huge coming up. This one, the Magician and the King of Wands. How do you be the leader but not be taken under by the minions that are always wanting your time? How do you be the leader and pull off all the bajillion magic tricks that are here? You've got to take care of yourself first. The whole thing about fill your own pitcher first. The whole thing about self-care that you hear me preach endlessly. This battle, this wrestling with the self battle, needs to be fucking done. You need to take care of yourself first and first thing in the day. Like you get up and if people are trying to call you or get your attention or you're diving into answering emails or blah, 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 get yourself some fucking coffee or calm down or something. But do something for yourself immediately. Don't do for everyone else first. No, 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 no. No more getting eaten alive and putting yourself down here. No. Everybody else, these little fuckers can wait. They can figure out a cereal bowl or whatever it is. All of these attack minions. And I compare them to like when little kids are acting like a mosquito swarm and you just can't even catch your breath. When your kids are young, and they're like in the diaper days or toddler days or whatever, they don't know better. They're going to attack. They're going to swarm you. But they need to be told, no, I'm taking a pee. I'm getting my coffee. That will wait. You can have your cereal in a half hour. That kind of thing is the metaphor that I'm getting for you. That's the analogy. Take care of yourself first, period, boom. Then you hold your ground. That's when you navigate this with ease. That's when it's more and more lit and illuminated. That's when the Wheel of Fortune turns. Why? Because you've understood the ending of something. You've understood a completion of a lesson. I want a little bit more on this. A little bit more on what's complete. There's a period of time in our lives when we're meant to raise the kids when they're in their diaper days or whatever. When we're meant to earn, and the earning and what we earn and the work and the money and the material, that's all the focus. Your focus is now shifted. There's a chapter and an advancement, a readiness. Like when you go to the empty nester stage, and we just had the niece visit, it was a different revisiting of a previous stage, right? Here we have the Eight of Swords. You are done with the limiting thoughts. You are done with this, oh no, I must, or I'm going to fall out the window, and oh no, what will happen? I'm stuck. You're done with the hostage moment, the being stuck, being surrounded by the swords. This is the Eight of Swords. You're done with that. What else is she done with? I want to see. What's the subconscious and the conscious? I want the top and the bottom card of this, wherever it lands when it's ready. It's ready. Top and the bottom. Page of Pentacles, going to be the Batman. This is what you're supposed to be doing. What's the other flip side? Seven of Swords. This is cover your ass, Sneaky Pete the Thief. This is learning the art of what you need to do, but being the Batman about it. The student is really ready. You are really ready to do what it needs to be done. And you saw that card flip. I thought it would be flipping and I'd flip off the top, but you saw it flip here. Batman is in the house, and that is you. It's time to be the Bat. You're not going to be Robin. You're not going to be the go fetch it. You're not going to be the fix it guy, whatever Batman's butler guy is, Alfred. You're not that. No, you're the fucking Batman. The student is really, really, really ready. Cover your ass. You know how to do the trick. You know how to bring this forward. It's time to do it. That's what you need to know. And quit letting yourself get eaten alive by swarms of mosquitoes and minions when it's your dream, your life, your time that needs to be honored more. You've completed this other stage. Time to move forward. No more limiting belief. That's what I got.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow, indeed. Yeah, and it's really, really time. It's not going to be a hard thing. The Wheel of Fortune is on this all over the place. It's going to come with ease and with grace and the ability to do so. There's a certain thing in your life that you've paid your dues on in full and over and in abundance.
Krista put main character energy.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm doing it with grace and style and flair and joy instead of just work. It's main character energy all the way, baby. Even if all it is you're learning to, I don't know, do a pottery class. Whatever it is, it's main character energy and knowing that that's priority. All right. Beautiful, beautiful reading. Love that for you. Love it, love it, love it. That's the Deviant Moon. And I tell you, these are teeth kickers. This is the one deck that my son got, and I was like, that art's kind of weird. It's Patrick Valencia. And he did this one, and the Fred Flintstone devil. It looks like a devil, but it has the toes that look like tiptoeing Fred Flintstone. That's what it reminds me of, and that's when I fell in love
Kim
with this
put
deck.
Slade, run away.
Okay. Probably that might be it.
I'll have to play it later.
And then Whitney's I Want to Run to You, where you're running towards what your own heart longs for. That's what's coming through for you. It's where you're always moving fast, doing something on the go. You're not walking anywhere. You're running, so you're always full throttle.
She said, I'm looking for a new job as we speak.
Yeah. Run to what the heart is calling you towards. Important.
And she also said, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, Ange, that is it.
That is it for today. I'll see you Wednesday at 11, and I think we're going to go have some lunch or something. And
Definitely.
chill out.
Thanks, Kim.
Thank
Thanks,
you
Steph.
everyone for being here and for doing this with me. I love doing this. And as a sidebar, guys, keep it peaceful, keep it happy. We are really doing so much better than we know. Just to even be in this era of time is a challenge. It's historically more challenging than a lot. So we're doing great. Just hang in there. Keep the faith. Love to you all.
Yep. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you next week.
Bye, guys.
See ya.